Hello, everybody. I am Cloudheart. I am your GM now and always on Cloudheart TV, and this is Elder Scrolls GAOL Session 40. We are 40 in. That is 12 weeks from being full. We are over the halfway mark, and we're 12 weeks away from doing this for a full year, guys. And
wow.
The way tabletop is, that always means a little bit more than a year because, you know, people skip sessions and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will go ahead and inform everybody there is a major change. Unfortunately, Chase has left our campaign. We are not going to be seeing him anymore. I am going to be narratively directing his character, just in a way that makes sense. But like, I will leave it open-ended so we can explore that later if we wish. But essentially, Chase will not be playing with us, and that stinks. But you know, we're just gonna figure it out from here.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'm gonna kick into the recap.
Woo.
Yay.
Session 39 recap. Last time on Elder Scrolls GAOL, the heroes of I don't know why I'm doing this. The heroes of
why you're doing that either.
the heroes of prophecy set out from Uman, and I'm Nicolas Cage. They set out from Uman after getting a good night's rest in the closing chitin Inn, and trudged through a slog of a walking trip for 12 hours, arriving to some difficult guards in the major trade city of House Sadris, or Bodrum on Pristatus. It is a city that is actually one of the sort of the capital of the land of House Sadris. Especially on the water, it is easy to receive shipments from the East Empire Company. With some cajoling, the group even nudged their fellow hero Joe Cargo into a pleasant dinner date with a lovely Altmer jeweler after they negotiated their way into the town, got into the Comet Rabbit Inn and its attached corner club, the Dragon Comet, to have some meals and some drinks. With Joe Cargo heading off to have his lovely date with an Altmer jeweler, him finding his inroad by talking about her jewelry, him having a different eye on that. Mirvos got Thoradin pissed drunk and hungover for the next day, is mostly a joke. Meanwhile, during the same night, not able to really fit into these narrow hallways in the rooms, Mawasi followed a Sinkir Do down to the Riverside Docks. There they chatted about their concerns, took in the views, until they overheard some youths getting themselves into trouble, trying to nab a few things from some crates down on the docks. Ern, the leader of these rascals, Sol, the one trying to follow orders and generally going along with whatever for the ride, and Farah, the nervous girl with second thoughts, all were caught by this massive lion that is Sinkir. Trying to keep the kids out of trouble, they simply attempted to just give them a little bit of a scare, and to have a little bit of fun, gifted them some alchemy tool so they could try to keep themselves busy in a way that would be safe and make money. Resting up after the events, they headed out in the morning, with only Thoradin deeply affected by his hungover state, to the Mage's Synod of Bodrum. There, on the first floor, they did a little bit of magic retail, shopped a little bit for alchemy equipment, and ran into Farah's mother. An interesting note that they gave alchemy equipment to a child that probably already had access to it. Buying blank scroll to enchant and sell and work on, Thoradin attempted to scribe a few spells into these, only to set off a flashbang in the reading room. And seeing that people were coming to lecture them and not wanting to draw attention to themselves, they immediately stepped away to the Travelers League office. There, a young, down-to-earth Cyrodiilic mage, a simple man with brown hair, simple pale olive skin, a travel aide, asked them what locations they were hoping to travel, what locations they had in Vardenfell. A little bit perturbed by this and already going into his sales pitch, it was a moment where he caught himself and realized where she wanted to go. About 30 minutes passed with a long sidebar of this travel aide desperately attempting to negotiate her out of her convinced opinion to go to Vardenfell. After all of that, they were packed up on their wagon, and a group recall was cast upon them and all their stuff, landing them at the farm of a possibly very hostile Travelers League associate in the town of Nissus on the coast of Vardenfell. Mostly abandoned. This place, Nissus, had prices that headed the town that basically made it low enough to draw and seem convincing, especially any potential traveler who might mistake Nissus for the ancient ancestral capital of House Lalu, Narcissus. But it's a little bit too obvious to avoid being noticed. This place is far too cheap to be traveled to. That's usually a sign that they are desperate to get people. Also too obvious was Sinkir, who was immediately noticed by a Breton farmhand by the name of Delon and moved over to a cabinet. And already over it, in this, already expecting what was about to happen, Sinkir and Mawasi fuse and transform themselves to the appearance of Vorin Dagoth, the shout. They head down to check on the noise, and heading down to you is supposedly the master of this farm and estate, and apparently by the speech of the Dunmer who do not wish to get involved and the people working on these fields, the master of most of Nissus. He is the sole owner of Nissus's farms, the Mages Synod, the Travelers League, the Corner Club. His name is Iravarm Telno.
Oh, God.
Damn.
And we pick up there. As I load everything in, and I'm going to go ahead and get some music from my favorite little playlist. It's my Morrowind playlist. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Much to Emily's excitement.
Yeah.
Always to Emily's excitement. We're going to switch a little bit.
I'm still hearing the other music. Oh, there,
Yeah,
it's gone.
I switched it a bit. And I,
Okay,
of course, gotta get your wildfire music, the sound of awful ash storm forever happening, because it's still happening and it almost never stops here on Vardenfell, because y'all decided to go to Nissus, which is relatively close to Red Mountain, actually. Y'all avoided going to Aldrune because the travel aid basically told you, you will die if you go to Aldrune. Please don't make me send you there.
What's in Aldrin at this point?
I do want to know what's in Aldrune, yeah.
Aldrune is essentially the Detroit of Vardenfell.
Oh God. I remember what used I remember what used to be there. There was a Mages Guild, Fighters Guild, and a neat little corner club.
There are the remains. There are the remains of a city of everyone who's willing to endure essentially a hellish ash wasteland to get there, which is right next to an active volcano which never ceases in incredible heat. So the only people who really prefer to be there are hardened criminals and people who have no other option than to be there. And
God.
You getting teleported to Aldrin is the equivalent of like, welcome to the salty spittoon. How willing to die are you?
Oh man.
That would be funny.
But no. Instead, I am forced to send you guys.
I remember what used to be in Nissus. There was like a you go a little ways, I think, west, and you can find a Dwemer ruin.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if you guys want me to, I'll load the map. It is the big map, so it'll take me a second.
Also, at some
the
point
big
along
map.
the road, there's a side quest where you get scammed by this Breton woman into diving in to to grab her ring that she lost.
Did you actually lose a ring?
No, she was not. It was a cruel deception. She was gonna kill you and take all your stuff.
I'm gonna kill you and take your stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I am looking for a little bit of art as I set up this scene and get some things on board. I am pulling out my dungeons. Denmark. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. There we go. I think it's useful to change this image real quick. I think it's funny that I'm being forced to make it this one in particular. Yeah. Always funny when the GM's just like, y'all get to know this little secret goofy shit that I'm doing.
I want to know about the secret goofy shit you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Naturally, you would be.
I always want to know. Okay. Real quick, before we talk to this guy, do we give him our real names?
I don't know. I mean, does it gotta matter? Like, is the Empire gonna come here?
Probably not.
Doesn't care.
So honestly, because Eileen was gonna be truthful with him because maybe having her ass under her name would get her some points.
Yeah, like, gotta be real. I think this is the last place the Empire wants.
Yeah, the last
wants to have to
last place the Empire's gonna look is freaking Vardenfell.
Not that they're not that they're not gonna do it if they have a good tip.
If they know
they
we're
just
here.
they probably just don't want to.
I don't think they want to either.
Fair enough.
So yeah, Eileen will be truthful and be like, yes.
Yeah.
Or
And what,
no,
like, do you think this guy's gonna, like, tell, like, an Imperial
I have no
agent,
clue.
like,
That's the
he's
problem.
not gonna tell him shit. Even if he doesn't like us, he's gonna be like, man, fuck you. You're a
He
stupid,
will,
like.
that's true, yeah. He's gonna be
I
like,
know it's a
"Gosh
fake
darn,
slur. I know
gee."
it's like not a real slur, but I feel uncomfortable saying it. So.
Yeah. Hey, like,
same.
hey, you gotta be cool with saying it because I'm about to be cool saying it. I have to be.
And Alicia is about to
Oh,
be
God.
really not cool with you saying it.
Oof.
Alicia is like, no, you'll treat my friends with respect, sir.
I think it's
Oh,
my
no.
third and the other one here. Just I expected this.
There we go, and I'm loading in. Welcome to the city of Narcissus, everybody.
That's not Narcissus.
Or Nissus, rather. Yeah, this is not Nissus. Yeah, which is a common
Oops,
mistake.
the
A lot of
GM
people
did
might end up here making the same mistake that the GM just made.
Oh, wait, I gotta wonder what happened to the all those like islands on like the coast of
Ooh, yeah.
off like the coast of Vardenfell, because like those ones were like there was like one village, I forgot what it was called, but it's like mostly populated by Nords. There's like another one that had had like a legion fort that was like primarily stationed by like orc legionnaires.
Huh.
Like, I gotta wonder what happened to those areas.
Like the ones in the north or the ones in like,
Dagenfell. Dagenfell was the name of the like Nord, like primarily Nord village.
like the ones near where Bardau fell, or?
No, they're like further north.
Oh, okay. I don't know then.
They're like further
find
north,
out.
not quite all the way to where like Solstheim is, but they're like just
Okay.
off. They're just
Yeah.
like islands off the coast of Vardenfell.
We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm getting one other image. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Should have been doing this while we were waiting for Thoradin, to be honest. That's my bad.
Not a
I'm
problem.
Yeah, it's all
very
good.
sorry. I hope we still get to have a lot of fun.
We
Yeah,
will.
sure.
We will.
I want to learn the flesh magics.
Oh no. That'll be fun.
Man, fuck you. Alien bondage.
Oh god.
Alien well of pain to your brain.
I don't know if y'all know what alien bondage is. I've been studying the pain sorcery to figure out what build I would want to go for. Alien bondage binds your arms together. Your flesh fuses.
Oh,
Oh god.
okay, body horror over there.
Oh yeah,
Lord.
pain sorcery's a lot of body horror. That's why I was
I
like,
cast. You could. This
I
is
cast
literally
body
like,
horror.
You literally could cast like testicular torsion on someone.
I would like to raise you the spell hemorrhage.
Ooh.
I give you hemorrhoids, like hemorrhoids the spell.
Just literally. Man, I've had enough of this. Explodes your nuts.
Yikes.
Oh lord. Ow.
Oh god.
It's such
Oh,
an
God.
expensive thing. Every spell I learn costs a minimum 100 XP.
Oh god, yeah.
This gives me a way to dump the 1500 XP I've been hoarding.
That's fair.
Oh
That's
god,
fair.
That's-
Lordy though, whoa. Thoradin is gonna become even more scary.
Yeah.
And you get points every time you cast Fear. What is my specialization in illusion?
It's fear.
Oh my gosh.
It's fear, buddy.
My wonderful, wonderful
Yay.
character
Years of
build.
Wonderful
necromancy
character.
I can understand my anatomy better than any.
Lord.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm almost ready.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
Hmm.
Mutate's a fun one because Mutate's just good for everything. Like you can gain Undying,
Hmm.
Ooh, nice. You need that.
Yeah.
Fire, Dark Sight, fucking.
Undying is good.
Like you get to pick every time.
Nice.
Quadruped is body horror incarnate.
Oh,
No.
oh, I don't want to
no.
think about that.
What the
One of the
hell?
spells is Flesh Blade, where your fucking forearm bone just shoots out of your hand, and you can stab people with it.
Oh my lord. I kind of hate this.
He be choosing to do this, by the way. I just want to remind
Yeah.
y'all.
I
And
know.
you know the like fun thing too? As a demi prince, like none of this has lasting consequences. You just
Yup.
regenerate any like bones that you
Yup.
like and stab into someone.
It gets slashing at the caster's willpower bonus.
Ooh.
Oh god.
You have a
My
really
bone
good
does
melee
better
weapon
damage
now.
than a sword.
Oh my
You have a
god.
really good melee weapon now, then.
And you can use your unarmed for it, so
Ooh, okay.
which I have unarmed, so
Nice.
all out attack gives me
Yippee.
an 80% chance to cleave somebody with my arm bone.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know if you want
horrifying.
to because you are Thoradin.
It's
Thoradin's
giving
a
like the
fucked up man.
substance.
Hmm.
Y'all ever seen the substance? It's
I
giving the
haven't.
substance.
I haven't.
It's good. Y'all should watch it, but also it's very
I've
body
seen
horror.
Substance.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's giving the substance a little bit,
I'm
like
not.
in the body horror vibes.
Yeah. Generally, I'm
like
not
at
like
the very end specifically.
bothered by much horror, but like body horror is the one like.
That's
thing
fair.
I
that
Yeah,
love
gets me.
body
same.
horror. Body horror is one of
Yeah.
my favorite genres of horror.
Yeah.
No,
Look
thank
Outside
you.
is goaded for this.
Oh yeah.
I am about to kick it off. I just have one other thing I'm grabbing.
You
So
are fine. We're
There we
Also, a
just
good support
chatting.
spell I could take is Hardened Flesh.
Oh.
Just give
What
you
does
natural
that do?
Natural toughness at your endurance bonus if I exceed your endurance score, or if it falls short but still succeeds, you get a natural toughness 1.
there we go.
Oh.
I have everything I need. And so I
Okay.
prepared a few things for this. You are dealing with the fact that y'all are hearing just a powerful howling wind, and mostly just a constant sort of like the embers from a fire. You hear it high up in the air as if the sky is burning, which to some degree, because of all the pyroclastic ash, it pretty much is. It is any view except a faint glow of a yellow thing, kind of hued orange in the sky, is impossible amidst all this gray. And every now and then you see one of the pieces of pyroclastic ash has so much energy that it kicks off at least a single spark itself, or a whole cluster of sparks, which causes the whole sky to essentially give off that constant crackle like a fireplace.
Fun.
You see a lot of the individuals around the farmhands. One individuals that you might refer to as, well, slaves. They look to you. They glance over at you and they look back to their work and continue cutting away at things. How familiar are y'all with farms or with like Dunmer sort of like geography or sort of crops?
No.
No, not so.
Not
Not,
really.
So
not at all.
probably a very small amount.
Does it? Do you have alchemy?
I have alchemy.
Gordon does.
Yeah. I don't.
I don't.
Go ahead.
Alright, alchemy check.
How can we check?
When you make the alchemy check, Thornton, if you could also make me a quick stealth check, because you were attempting to not be seen when you stick your head out. That was me a little
is he?
bit baiting you into
Oh.
trying to stick your head out.
Oh
Yes.
no. You
I
got
don't think
this,
I
buddy.
that. I'm good at
You don't got
self-defense,
this,
so-
buddy.
Yeah. You're good at knowledge. They see, like, especially with, like, they are kind of glancing at this whole situation. Eiley has stuck her head out, and she has presented herself as sort of the face of why this cart is here, because this is
Yeah.
clearly a situation that all of the farm hands, better termed slaves, are not involving themselves in. But very clearly there is some sort of commotion of, I don't know, quiet, and like they're like basically you hear like a loud slamming of a door, and like there is someone who has some sort of presence up higher on this ridge, but he is at least about 400 feet away from where your cart is right here.
Oh, fun.
He shouts something into the house, and like there's sort of some like disagreement. There's like maybe like a woman talking to him, and maybe like a younger man. He finally shouts inside of the house, "Quiet," and then slams the door into their face. This figure at least has the authority around here to do that.
Oh, joy.
Hmm.
Lovely, lovely figure.
What you see, Thornton, is that they are essentially farming hackalow leaf. Also, welcome in, Hoodie. Thanks to have you viewing.
Yeah. Howdy.
Hey, hi.
Hackalow leaf is essentially a common plant ingredient. It has a effect to essentially restore fatigue. It is found in a lot of people in Morrowind's food larders in very large quantities. It is also sometimes used as essentially a sort of chew or dip, kind of like tobacco. You actually notice a few of the, even though they shouldn't be, even though they might get in trouble for this, at least while no one is present, and you actually hear a couple of people spitting as they look up towards the house up on that hill. A few of the people out here in this field start spitting and sort of like rubbing with their like boot or shoe into the dirt where the field is, and get back to like cutting leaves and sheeting it into this sort of basket on their back that's covered to prevent the accumulation of ash. Ilicia, with your eyes accustomed for this sort of environment, but still bewildered because you haven't lived in it for a long time, and the only other person out here in his full armor, which clearly shows him as being a native of Skyrim, because his armor was like sort of similar to guard armor, is Mirvos. Y'all are the faces of this situation.
This will be fun.
Apart from that, what are you doing, Zafina? Inside is just you, Joe Cargo, Isbetta,
Is
and
it
Thornton.
safe to look out yet?
What did you say?
Is it safe to look out yet? What do you see?
Slaves. And expect
Oh, that's
bad.
that's lovely. How do we-
Keep your head in.
Okay, understood.
You see the man steps out. He looks over and just kind of like, he folds his arms, taps his feet, and you can see he's like clearly staring. There's a loud hacking. And he spits something into like a tin, and you hear a little bit of a ring, very faint. And then he starts grabbing essentially these dried, almost brown-colored leaves, with a gray. He brushes them off the dust. They seem to be hanging up there to dry out. He grabs them, crunches them up, and like sort of brings out a large, like, pipe, sort of a lengthened pipe of like a bone material, and stuffs it and begins to like light it while everything around him is just a swirling mass of ash. He is deciding to smoke in essentially what is a already smoke-filled just existence.
Damn.
Lovely.
He's looking at you, tapping, and he just takes 2 or 3 long drags and blows a few smoke rings in that direction, looking at y'all, just staring off from essentially his porch.
What do we do? Should we just move along, or do we do something? Do we talk to him? Or...
With a slight glow that is ever faintly present, you see someone who otherwise might shock all of you and surprise all of you. It's the voice that immediately comes, and it's the fact that you know that they occasionally do this. Sinkir fused with Moasi because you can tell there's a slight, ever faint glow underneath his illusion. Without the godly element, but still the booming voice of a baritone or a deep, like timbre. Do not be concerned, Zafina. I will try and help mediate things. I think that this seems to fit what the sort of situation that I think is going on here. I will attempt to smooth things over.
Elysia flinches.
Athena's just like mouth agape, just like that.
I have
I am
30 minutes, and I think if these people are the way that they are, I am clearly the apex of what they like.
yes, in a way you are.
I am a 7-foot-tall, mighty Dunmer, which these people think is important for some reason. Do not worry.
We're not. Okay,
Understood.
you have to not act like you're not a Dunmer right now.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
don't be
What should I?
going-
Give me a few insults. And he like leans in, like Mira's like Mira starts listing off essentially curse words that he knows from his father and mother. Swit, fetcher, inwa, like, and of course this gets some weird glances by like it's the equivalent of like clearly an outsider guy who doesn't speak with like the heavy like that they all have in their voice,
Yeah,
who is a
Jackson.
Dunmer, just laying the insults that they would give to y'all to one of his traveling buddies. He's just essentially laying off to this bigger than him and clearly stronger than him looking 7-foot Dunmer. Swit, Fetcher, Inwa,
For the gods, we are not just gonna talk like sailors because everyone else does. We're not going to do that. Oh, we don't talk like
asked,
that.
like,
It's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny, but we're not. Look. Oh.
I think occasionally they say Inchow, and like one of the younger ones, like, we don't really say that anymore, as like one of the younger ones who clearly they haven't lived out here. It's like maybe like a 10, 12-year-old kid who's out in the field, and like you see like one of the older guys, like very old, like back crooked from all this work of constantly leaning over in a field like this. He kind of flicks the kid's head very hard. Ow! And like, don't talk to them. Back to work. And like leans back over and gets back to like sort of cutting these sheaves.
Thornton's gonna whisper this, would anybody else be against just killing these people?
No, I don't. That sounds like a bad idea.
Alright,
I mean,
okay,
come on.
just.
You gotta do something. Right?
I mean, I don't know.
It's what heroes do. We
Yeah,
would not be good heroes if we just had slaves.
that's. I mean, you're right, but yeah.
Do I
Have
hear
to
them
be
talking?
Do you hear who talking?
Thoradin and Zafina.
Oh yeah, you're like basically he's kind of like Borin right now is talking to Mirvas, but you are both just on the sort of like seat at the front of this wagon. They're talking behind a curtain, just within the like y'all can hear it because y'all are
Okay,
right
so I
next
can
to sort of this covered wagon situation.
I peek back in and I'm like, we really don't know how powerful the person heading this operation is, so I'd say we refrain until we know more.
Power is an illusion that is often stolen away.
Also, you're a little bit quiet, Thorin, just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my
Alright,
apologies. Here, let me get close. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Power is an illusion that is often stolen away.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it still applies here that we need to know more before we open and try to free a bunch of slaves. She's like
Man.
trying to very obviously try to be not overheard.
I mean, This
Well, I
is.
want to as much as the rest of you do.
I mean, yes, I agree.
We
This
don't
is
know what we're doing.
this is
right now.
it's unfortunate, but I mean, it's I don't really know what to do about it.
Yeah, in many ways, just gonna cut.
That's don't say that around us.
So Cargo also like, yeah, please, like, what? Of all time to start saying things like that? Warren's like, I will possibly say that more because I think that that will be useful.
I want to be known, Thornton knew exactly what he was doing, and he's got a big smile on his face.
Yeah, Alicia, I think whatever we're gonna do, we probably should do it quick because I think that guy's getting finished with his
We're not doing
midday
anything.
smoke.
We're not doing anything until after we talk to him, alright? And I'm looking very intensely at everyone, especially Thornton.
Are you sure we even need to talk to him? I mean,
We could just be on our way, yeah.
I don't think he'd. Just a feeling, but I don't think he'd be very pleasant to talk to.
Oh, I don't think so either, but... Well, I mean, we at least need passage if we're heading up north.
He seems to grab something of essentially a small bottle on his there's sort of a dresser. He's right now standing and he sort of reaches and you see make me whoever's outside of the place. If you want to look out without being noticed, you have to make me a stealth check.
I'll make a stealth check.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
I can
y'all
do that.
no, Alicia, you and Mirabus don't
I'm
have
already
to.
outside. I'm sorry, I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, look at
Yeah,
that.
Zavina, you're fine. You won't be noticed when you look out.
Can I roll an invisibility to
Yeah,
pass the check?
totally acceptable. Totally acceptable.
Come on, buddy. Yeah, he's good.
Oh yeah, 8 degrees. I love illusion.
Woo! It's very fun.
All of you, could you make me a observe with a plus 20?
Ooh, that might actually make me pass that.
I
Wow.
have a quarter of a chance. My God. My God. The first observe check I've ever passed.
Woo, Thornton!
I got crit.
Ooh, Zafina, nice.
Nice. Thornton got a really good, or Thornton got a decent observe, but like you got a crit. What's your crit number? 9 degrees? Oh, it's 8 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alicia, Alicia, you might have trouble seeing. He grabs some sort of bottle. Thornton, you both see a dark colored bottle, that he has in his hand. Zafina, you're the first person in this group who catches it. That he does not grab it. He does not bend down. Leaning out, you see that he holds his hand out, sort of makes a sort of loose circular gesture. The cabinet opens on its own, and a bottle begins to float to his hand, and like with a very meticulous and complicated gesture, like a series of droppers and other things and leaves crush themselves. He's controlling like 40 things with just like very little effort. You don't see him moving his mouth. He drops essentially some sort of blue liquid on his crushed up leaves that he sort of distributes in the air and makes sure the liquid doesn't drop, and then drops it back in, and he starts like blowing a blue smoke.
That's. Is the blue smoke better? Like, does it? Wait, blue smoke, blue.
I don't smoke. Like, I'm a guard. Zafina, how would I know? Like, hold on.
No, that's
Something's going on. You all see as sort of he tamps his light, draws a drag that sort of brightens these things with a like sort of mixed color because of the liquid he's dropped in here. Blows a large series of like 6 rings, like in a very specific like pattern, looks at all of you, sort of holds up a finger and makes a brief flash of green light, sort of a mage light that's meant to draw your attention. Sort of like getting your attention as both an acknowledgement and for you to see that he's acknowledging you and for you to acknowledge him. He then sort of walks off his porch, and you see under his feet just a ping of little golden light as he walks across the air in a direct diagonal line to you, refusing to engage with the steps.
He's coming our way.
Great.
He's a mage,
powerful.
I think.
It's powerful.
Maybe this would at least be a fun encounter.
No, we're not. We're
Fun,
not going to
yeah.
do that. Oh, goodness.
We have to talk to him, I think.
Yes, I would agree. And I'm like, kind of like, leaning back out and looking towards him.
He's in essentially like a white scarf, but the rest of his gear is weathered, heavy, and there is essentially a gray piece of clothing that has 3 chain links, a circle at the top, and a circle at the bottom. Sort of like a middle sort of line tabard. Mirvos sees this and will attempt a observe check real quick. I'm attempting a check for your companion.
Yeah, the boy.
Yeah, the boy. Easy boy. Oh, Mirvos' observe isn't good, but this is where this is sort of his homeland, and he's not unfamiliar with this stuff. So I'm giving him a plus 20.
You got this, buddy.
He doesn't clock it.
No.
He doesn't even clock it. He's just sort of observing the fact that the guy is openly, unabashedly, with strangers, levitating.
Can I clock it?
You make an observe if you want to.
I will make it observe. It won't succeed, but I will make one.
Can I do one too?
Yeah, Zafina, if you've already clocked him, I said you've had a good enough success. You just need to roll lore. This is within your wheelhouse.
I have good lore.
Yay, lore. We all have good lore here.
Oh, I have very good lore. Look at that.
Yeah, well done, girl.
Zafina, that is a notable symbol. Khajiit and Argonians and many other figures know to avoid it. That is the symbol of the house dress.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Oh,
It was not good.
That's how stress.
What?
He's about 200 feet away, and he has not yet observed you, Zafina. But considering the vibe of the general people standing around you, the second that y'all appeared here, that they all immediately disinvolved themselves with y'all's presence and just really focused and locked into work, especially when he stepped out.
All right, everyone who's not a Dunmer, hide.
Yes, I would agree. If anyone
How-
needs me to cast
how's the-
invisibility, I can.
Yes, house dress. They are
It's not
they
good.
are known for slavers.
Really not
They
good.
tell bedtime stories to scare children about and to keep them to make sure they go to bed on time about dress slavers.
I won't let anything happen to any of you, alright?
Yes, I sure hope. I hope.
Alicia, just if we need to, I'll sort of take charge. I think I'm a little bit more familiar with this. He's about 100 feet out now.
What do you mean you're more familiar?
I mean, you, this isn't a rude thing. I like you reek of like inexperience in ways that it's not really your fault. Let's just be
No,
honest with what we've gone through.
That's fair. Alright. Go ahead. I'll back you up.
He's about 100 meters out. He's not rushing.
Yeah, I'm not hiding it.
He sees like 2 of the people are working, and at one point he hears like a spit, snaps his finger, and you hear like essentially a very loud crack as he performs some manner of like an alteration, like sharp strike on someone's back. As you see a flash of light, and you hear a crack, and you hear someone cry out as he essentially whips them with magic.
Alicia flinches.
Yeah.
Can I quickly cast 2 runes while he's busy with that?
Yeah, where are you casting them?
Ooh, yeah.
Both sides of the... Because I have Thoughtcaster, I'm casting 1 on each side of the card.
Good, good. Oh, I still have the fear effect from quote-unquote Dagoth being next to us.
I do have a plus into that because of the hell.
Like, I think I have that till he's no longer Dagother, right? Where is it?
Oh,
Somewhere in here.
god damn.
God damn.
Grandmaster.
Yeah. What are you doing with these 2 like runes? What are you doing? Where are you putting them?
1 on each side of the cart.
Well, on left and right, not in front and back.
Left and right.
Okay, left and right. All right, cool.
Flanking.
Yeah, I have a -10 to all tests until the end, until... I forgot I had that. Until Dagother is no longer Dagother, is what I'll say. So I have that going on, so I probably shouldn't be speaking much anyway. Ali is pointedly not looking at Sinkir, quote-unquote.
Essentially, Iravarm is now present. If anyone is not sticking their head back in the tent, they are going to be seen.
I think everyone did, so I could be wrong.
Yeah.
He essentially like lands now, and now you can see, because that you're closer to him, on his back, sort of in a very wide thing, is a beautifully, beautifully might not be the best word. It is a gold and silver ring studded whip, a very long sort of bull neck whip. And Mirvos like realizes like he's never heard this before, but you and him both, Ilacia, understand that this means under ashen sky of fire. It must be something like sort of like they used to give greetings like there are a lot of like sort of various greetings related to sort of the fortune of the skies in Dunmer things. This must be sort of what evolved to people who live here. This is a local greeting that you don't know the response to. Greetings. Enough. I see that you are one outsiders. Of course you would be. New to this end, things like the agent and aid of this service.
I can barely hear you, man.
You see that you are outsiders to have agent and aid of this service. Anyone.
That time I understood you. I don't know about the rest.
I understood a little bit.
Yeah,
What?
I think...
Sorry, give me 1 second.
All good, all good.
Yeah, we're just trying to make sure we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. I see that you are agent and guide, traveling strangers in Inwa.
Many of us are outsiders, that's true, but I'm not. I'm Ashlander.
It doesn't do well to lie about one's hailing. Your blood doesn't purify you. If you are not Ashborn and Ash-kept, you are not worth much here. I care not if you are born to the savagest north. You are born to a true house. You are nothing that you have not been raised in. Good to keep that in mind.
It's a long momentum.
We simply seek passage north. Right, he's like right directly south. for my own geological stuff.
Yeah, he's straight up just like sort of standing there. He's just giving you.
Standing.
He's standing there. He's essentially like dropped to like physically like standing. He like every now and then will glance with one eye in his peripheral at the other people who are actively like quickly working on things. You're sure you wouldn't want some supplies or water or at least a stay or moment at the corner club?
Out of character, guys, do we have enough supplies for the journey?
Probably not. I don't know.
Probably not. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we could, use some supplies, yes?
Of course. We'll lead you into the city. And of course, we should be escorted. Why did no one call for me when a guest arrived, which is expected? Delon sort of steps out Master, of course, we intended to, we did not wish to bother you. Did not wish to do your job, is what it's clear, Delon. Do you expect to finish your indigent time with us so quickly by not doing tasks? That is how you are not paid for the day, isn't it, Delon? Of course, I understand that that is what you have asked. Is it that difficult to remember your tasks? Fairly few in number. I will make it simple. Lead the way into their horses. Otherwise, we might get poor reception. We would not wish to give our guests poor reception, would we? No. Did not warrant a response. Please follow me. I shall guide you to my general goods store. I, Iravan Telno. Still funny.
Money mage.
Yeah.
House Tilvani, you must see the tabard of the noble house dress. I serve them. It is my honor to be a presence here for them in this noble city, by which I have been stationed as Grand Counselor of Nissus, an ancient city. Yes, of course. Though anywhere you be, I will be glad to guide you and allow you to purchase from my shop. Delon, you will grab the keys. Speedy. How many are you traveling with today?
Oh, I gotta do some math. How many people? Like, 1 second. Okay.
A lot.
Yes, a lot. Okay.
It's Jacargo and Isbeta, and then Jisa, so that's 3, and then Moasi, that's 4, Sinkir, that's 5, and then y'all guys.
Yeah.
So that's
That's 5 plus 4.
5 plus 4, so that's 9.
Okay. No, there are none of us.
I say all fit inside. Are the rest of a more delicate constitution?
Well, I suppose you could say that. They've never been here before.
I have many supplies for novices to the endeavor. No one would blame you for your weakness to such a strange and hostile mind. I have filters and breathing masks. Of course, you guys know that he made Sinkir's already made y'all breathing masks. All of y'all
Yeah,
have
he
some.
has. Yeah. Also, just letting you know, Cloud, if you need to take a break from the voice, please feel free.
Yeah, I
Because I'm
know
sure
for
that's
yourself.
really fun.
Yeah. I will take a break moving forward, just so you know. And Iravarm is just most everybody, unless they are sort of like able to, which means that he's not clearly noble enough to avoid being out. He's not noble enough to avoid sort of some degree of just outness in this weather. He can't just stay within a castle, and there's not really rightly a castle here. There's like a bunch of ruined buildings, but Iravarm doesn't have the voice of someone who's able to avoid these ashen wastes.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And he's certainly not young. He's been living here under this pyroclastic fire sky for quite some time.
Lovely.
I will guide you in. How does that sound?
That sounds good. Thank you.
Yes.
Dalan shall tend to your horses, though they are of poor constitution and a poor creature to travel these lands. I have better suited creatures. Nyx hounds and Nyx oxens. I would be willing to buy your horses for meat. They will die anyways in these lands. They are easy and ready to die creatures, unhardy for a proper land as ours. I believe you would call it a kindness to spare them suffering here.
Are the horses ours, or are we like loaning them?
Oh no, you bought the horses. Like Sinkir bought them.
Okay. Because I was like,
Especially since technically the cart is Sinkir's. It now moves to whoever wishes to manage that. But you have 2 horses and a cart.
Oh. Man, I don't want our horses
we don't want to
get
kill the
eaten.
horses. Yeah.
I mean, he is right. They are gonna die.
He is
I
right.
know,
He's not
but
wrong.
like,
Like if you let them wander this land, the horses will die within like a month. They are not built for this air. And horses need horses breathe heavy, hard, and their whole body is built for drawing lots of air in. Their lungs are not built for this. A lot of this air has like dangerous sort of like particles that will like cut the interior of your being.
Lovely.
man,
He's offering to just take these horses as like decent fresh meat that's not painted, and like he will slaughter them basically this day when you let him buy them.
Guys.
no.
Ask him how much the Nyx hounds would be. We will need a replacement, but he is right about the horses.
Yes. Shall we take him up on his offer?
Maybe we shouldn't have brought the horses at all.
Oh, goodness.
Nah, horses are fickle creatures. He would have died anyway. Not very well built.
The horses by themselves would cost. Let's see here. I am looking at the guide because there are services and stuff that you can see in the ESP guide. Goods and services. I love seeing goods and services.
Beautiful.
A horse to purchase like a horse. Let me see here. A horse, of course. A simple draft horse or riding horse is essentially 500 each. You have 2 of them, so that would net you about 500 gold each.
How much would like a Nyx something be?
The Nyx Hound is similar, though they're a little bit more rare. You might expect like 100 more septums. That would be a reasonable price you would figure.
That's fine.
It's also
Yeah.
common.
Good deal.
He's offering you a Nyx ox, which you've never heard before. Miros turns and says, "You sure we wouldn't prefer a guar?" Of course. We could sell you a guar, but that would be that's certainly a more powerful and mighty creature. But I suppose that would be a little bit above. I do not wish to presume. I'm sure we can afford it. Very well, if you can. So what of your offer of your horse?
sorry. I don't know what he meant.
Are you selling? Or do you wish to watch the creatures die?
We'll sell.
It is the right of everything to endure and suffer till its death, and the strong endure through everything. What if you are selling? Yes. The second you mention selling, he says, I will take them for. And he offers this very proudly and confidently. I will go ahead and roll for it. Who can barter? Who has decent barter? I know you
I
probably
hold
don't have
on
great.
commerce.
You have,
Oh, yeah.
No,
You have commerce?
Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing, and I'd probably be at a penalty for being Khajiit.
I got 30%
You
in commerce.
certainly would. Welcome,
have
welcome to
100.
Morrowind, where you decided to go in this campaign.
Woo.
Yeah.
I think even with the penalty, I might have the best here.
Yeah, let's do Thoradin.
Yeah.
He will roll.
Shall I roll as well?
Yeah.
What penalty?
Minus 10. You're
That's
in a
not
strange land. You don't know what's reasonable. Honestly, Thoradin, the number he says is so wild it's insulting. He basically offers to buy both of these horses for a pittance of 200 gold.
Hey, that's not fair.
But
would pay
again,
more.
you have not stuck your head out, and he does not recognize your voice as being someone who's speaking.
I will lean forward and whisper in Alicia's ear. It would be a worse price to go and just eat one of the slaves. 200. One of these things runs up 600. He might as well spit in our face.
He hasn't even told you what he's charging for the Guar or the Nyx hounds. He's just, this is the price he's offering to buy your horses off you from. Both of these horses together would be 1,000 septums.
Thoradin, why don't you help me out a little here? Come to the front.
A riding horse of this quality will go to about 500 septums. We can't expect him to pay full price, obviously. I mean, he's just using them for meat. But 200 is less than a singular, and we still don't know what he's charging for the actual riding mounts. Guar is rather expensive.
Alicia has no idea how to barter. So she will try to get Thoradin to, like, talk in her place.
This can only
If you don't mind.
I suppose Thoradin will stick his head out of the cart then.
Oh, you stick your head out of the cart? Cool.
Yeah.
Any further social checks are at a minus 30.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh, buddy. I'm sorry.
He sees you sticking his head out of the, and just there's a deep. He and just spits at the ground when he sees you step out.
I should have expected that.
Expected what? I'm sure the ash is very difficult for your eyes.
Less than you'd think.
As if you know. I believe you were the one making a comment on the deal. I believe I'm being rather generous.
Well, you're free to believe whatever you like. It doesn't make it true.
A lot of the
Well,
people
singular.
tense up out the farm when you sort of talk like this to him.
200 is not even half the price of a singular riding horse, and you expect it for both.
I'm sure you qualify for learned. Where you come from. Perhaps you are a man of some type of study, but for the market, I'm already eating some of the price to convert your currency into something acceptable like drams. You will find your money is relatively useless. And furthermore, I'm being kind to accept what is an animal destined to die here, weak as it is.
I'm more than willing to cut a deal here. I mean, I don't expect you to pay full price. It's just to butcher it, obviously. But you can't expect 200 for both. 200 for one I could work with. I'm willing to give you about half of the price because it's just buttery. I can tank the rest.
I don't need you to give me anything. Quite honestly. He said something mostly believing you don't know their language or their culture, and really being dismissive of you. He says he knows the double meaning of this in Cyrodiilic, and then you. I believe what I have offered you is rather fetching, so fetching price. That would be good for a fetcher.
Yes, rather clever, but an offer I will not take. You're free to make a counter-offer if you'd like, or I could simply... It would not be a pleasant experience for the horses, but the Green Pact does not require me to be pleasant to animals.
Neither am I required to be pleasant to strangers who believe they know better than the locals. If you wish
Why I have not,
to watch your creatures die, as many things do out here, you're welcome. If they are worth less, traveling here and filled with glass. So, you believe with them being worthless after they die. If you wish
I'm going
better
to-
traveling creatures, you're the price.
Can I attempt to roll a intimidation on him and go, I believe nothing is useless after death.
Intimidation, I believe, is simply persuade.
Persuade, yeah.
It's a persuade, which I have a specialization in.
Go ahead. It's a
Negative 30, right?
minus 20.
Alright.
Oh, minus 20. Ooh.
That brings you to a minus 10. I can work with that.
Bless
Oh.
you.
4 degrees.
You did it. You did it.
He will roll his willpower because he is being openly hostile to you. He's not even trying to hide it.
I will put a luck in that to make it an even 5.
Nice.
He has a 50 in his
Let's see.
willpower.
Oh.
He does
Oh.
fail though. Further attempts with him, at least attempting to be social or pretend to be kind. If he's, I'm tracking where he is with you. He's already. That you have moved him further. Any social things are at a minus 40.
Oh my god.
And you
Not
are
going well.
moving him towards. He's already openly hostile to you, but yeah, but not like physically aggressive. He's not violently aggressive, but he's already openly hostile to you.
To Thornton specifically, or all of us?
To Thornton specifically, but yeah.
Oh, okay, alright. Do we goad him into attacking us, guys?
Thornton is kind of hinting at that if he doesn't
I-
fucking give him a decent deal. Thornton's
See,
killed
I will let
for
y'all
less.
know that it is a like legit strategy in the game Morrowind to goad someone you want to kill into attacking you.
Oh my
because
god, I think we might do that.
Murder and self-defense is legal in Morrowind.
We might have to do that.
Yeah, I will
Thornton is
remind you.
good at it.
I remind you, their culture, at least a native Dunmer, Alicia thinks she respects her own culture, which she probably does. But what I'm meaning by the messed up way of saying that is, Alicia, you respect Azura and don't really often mention Mafala and Meridia, and Mirvos really kind of follows Mara. Like, he's a second generation immigrant. The Dunmer who are traditional hardline Dunmer who worship the Three, and the Dunmer have even been disloyal enough to originally worship the Tribunal. The Dunmer have always, through all eras, always respected what they were taught as the secret power of murder and lies. Their entire society is basically built on being clever enough to know when and how to stab someone in the back. Yes, I suppose many do carry the notion that some even here in these fields often think that they amount to something when they become nothing more than ash, which we already have plenty of. Very many think that they are something after death, but I suppose I might hear a hint of what you are suggesting. What would you prefer?
I simply ask 200 for one, 400 for each, and I'll pay full price for the guar.
Sure. My asking price for the guar is 1,100 septums. That
You
is
can't expect
wildly-
double running price.
what would you know of that prices?
I know many things that people would prefer I don't.
Ooh,
Should I roll another intimidation?
you're very scary, Thoradin.
Actually, can I roll a lore to see if I can get one of my keepers to find some of his writing?
Yeah, totally.
Wait, some of this guy's writing.
Like the
Yes,
books that he has in his house.
In his home. I
Yeah.
want a copy of his journal.
Ooh!
And the lore keepers find it.
Oh my god.
He keeps meticulous journals with no abashed things. He keeps journals on essentially his trade. House dress essentially has lots of forms of different practice. There are what he has is in a lot of ways for his local farm just comments on his servants. The dress, the Telvanni are clever and the dress are efficient. So as to not cause problems, and they keep like that. His combination of the two means he is at least a practiced person, not stupid enough to keep notes in the abyss. But he writes notes on essentially the entire book has essentially comments on like the efficacy of his 5 wives, the physical qualities of some of the younger women on his farm, whether or not any of the men or women are outliving their usefulness, and what they might be useful for in terms of like he keeps saying the phrase alchemical resources, which is easy to parse together as a necromancer. That occasionally like maybe some body parts go missing, and like since most of these bodies are reduced to ash in the typical traditional Dunmer way, you wouldn't know if any body parts were cut out when someone died.
Gordon is visibly getting a little excited, and it's kind of disturbing to watch because he sticks his arms behind his back and he stands very straight. 5 wives, and yet you still look upon others. How greedy. And alchemical usefulness. Do I catch a tinge of something less than legal there?
Oh my god. Thoradin.
Is this what constitutes cleverness? Are the
Your cause.
outlands?
I wouldn't consider it cleverness, but it is useful.
I'm sure you have a few tricks yourself. Bearing the stench of you.
Bearing the stench of what?
He basically says, I'm sure you have a few tricks yourself bearing the stench of oblivion on your skin. And then he points to Alicia with eyes of a kinder Daedra. Beauty is often a weakness of softness, you see.
Now that is clever.
If you wish to trade for the bartender, surely we can. But is that what constitutes for a plot in your land?
Oh no, this isn't a plot. I haven't even told you part of what I have planned. This was
That
just
would
to
be-
gauge you. Engaged, you have done well.
How often do I find myself being evaluated by an external mage? You have done well enough to show yourself not a fool and ignorant of the ancient true practice and art of conjuration. You bear the scent within your blood. You've truly licked and sucked of borderland and waters and plants of oblivion.
I suppose I do style myself as a mage of class, and it is good to see someone who appreciates it. Perhaps we could work something out here. Maybe we got on the wrong foot, so to speak.
Maybe we didn't.
So, how about I guar for asking price, and we'll sell the horses to you together for 200. So that would be a guar for, we'll say, really just about 20%. Say 650 and 200 for those together, so 450. Is that acceptable?
You will take 750. Considering I have to eat the price of converting your useless and shiny gold of a emperor who's been long dead.
A 150 difference. Could you do 700?
I could.
Then it seems we have our deal. And with the, I will subtract 250 from mine, and somebody else subtract 250 from theirs.
Let me figure it
What
out
do I
one
got?
second.
I got 500.
And
so.
I'm gonna go ahead and share with the group since Sinkir doesn't. I will not take all of Sinkir's money, but since it was majority of what y'all were using to travel, I think
Yeah.
it's fair to share it with the group at this point.
Yeah.
I will give y'all each a sort of a 200 slice and reduce him down to 400. So I'll reduce him by 600. So each of y'all get a 200 slice of that.
That's pretty good.
Alright. So, Zafina,
That's
you're
good.
covering the other 250?
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright.
Do you need me to cover a 250 as well?
Now it'll be 500, because 200 for the horses, 700 for the guar, 200, 500.
Okay, we're good. Alright, sorry. I can't
Yeah,
do
we're
math,
good.
apparently.
Finally! Me being a vile fucking mage works out!
That was funny, man!
Zafina,
Yeah.
seeing that y'all are passing around gold, roll me a stealth or you will be visible when you essentially reach out to hand gold.
Not like that, I won't. I'm re-rolling.
Oh,
There, better.
yeah, better.
Yeah, you try to stealthily hand this gold so you are not seen by this figure. And you do. He does not sort of observe you. His eyes are on the person who is essentially jockeyed for a some degree of begrudging acknowledgement. He sort of trades his. You're definitely eating a lot of cost, and it's ridiculous, even though you're selling your horses. And yeah, really, there should be some sort of degree of trade. There, he does have some degree of truth that this animal would be useless. There's no point in eating it. You're basically just selling him meat. He offers to sort of. He begins having two of his slaves prepare it, and he says, if there is any grit in my meal, there will be like a discussion, you understand? And like they both nod and like immediately take it in. So in the best sort of place they can, as much as they can, to like cut it and wrap it with a bunch of parchment paper so it won't be troubled on their way up to his his home. You realize that these people have essentially like a sort of shanty of a bunch of like poorly closable, really never perfectly insulated tents that they live in on essentially his land. Nothing hard and nothing made out of like bone or ash or cement or clay. He hasn't even deigned to give them full-on like homes, just large tents.
Because of the connection, Alicia can hear. I'm definitely getting my gold back from that. By force.
Sigkir attempts to walk up and say, I believe we have gotten off on the wrong foot. And like, he looks at him, evaluates him. Perhaps we should set things aside in the way of the true Dunmer. And like, what you say, Muth Sarah? And he looks at him and says, You were the one I'm thinking of the two. Which really shocks Sinkir, and Sinkir looking at this, evaluating all this, considering everything, he says, he reaches in to essentially grab a few bags that are clearly his and Moassi's, like enough supplies for them. He sort of lets y'all know, he asks the Ear of Arm, are there any places of Dwemer note? What would you want with them? Could you possibly want with them? Ancient stories? No, I simply wish to do studies. You don't seem the sort. Yes, there is a temple nearby, to the north. A Dunmer refuge. Make of it what you will, but many weaklings decide to dig into their holes like cowards, so make of it what you will. Sinkir leads in, and in his own voice, just basically tells you, I'm not tolerating dealing with this any longer than I have to, and if I stay any longer, I'm going to claw this man in half. And basically takes what he needs and says, I'm going to go try and see if I can decipher what I have. I'll try and meet up with y'all later. Try and not get into too much trouble.
Understandable. Good luck.
Yes. Good luck.
Don't be afraid to do what you have to do. And like Joe Cargo says to him, and like he pretends to like have that like harsh throat thing, but it's really bad. Like he's Sinkir and Moassi together are just basically kind of making a mockery of the fact that they're in Vorendega. They thought there'd be more respect, but again, they have no idea what passes for like why these people would respect or not respect a Dunmer. They don't really know why they thought this would work. And they just begin wandering off, like, essentially, with their makeshift, like, breathing apparatus and a little bit of armor and stuff to defend them against the wastes. And they start heading off, far off to land. Your friend might not be making a wise choice, but why would I suspect anything else? To travel alone, roaming bands of reavers and commoners. You may do as you will. I am not your milk nurse. He begins walking ahead of you. Follow me or don't. He's essentially walking. Delon has already opened up the shop and is waiting and like will not leave to open the door for him and let y'all in to essentially a general goods store that doesn't get much service. She immediately goes ahead of him, starts lighting up all the candles in the room, and like sort of doesn't step behind the counter because that's not her place, but sort of shows off anything that you're interested in. It's a bunch of like equipment, clearly like large baggy clothing to cover yourself with and obscure your face, and like there's goggles to obscure your there's cleaning cloths, there's like sort of magically enchanted self-cleaning goggles, a lot of things that are like basically would make you look like a native here, or at least someone who's like not sticking out and isn't aware of like the environmental hazards. For like sort of traveling gear and supplies and everything, he tries to offer you an unreasonable price of 400 septums. Clothes that would make you just seem believable and sort of like defend you, and like netting and things to guard your everything. The real price of that would probably be about 150 septums, and like food to last y'all about 2 weeks. And it seems he has a monopoly on any trade here, and anybody who's desperate enough to come here is sort of stuck with accepting his prices. Because, you know, he's the one who owns everything in town.
Is Thoradin gonna pull another crazy thing and get us a discount?
Yeah.
Because Eileen has no idea what she's doing. She's like, I was not prepared for this.
Thornton will lean over, crack his neck. Should I do it again? Should I try to get us a different deal again?
I mean, I could handle it, but if you want.
I feel like if I pry much more into his personal life, he will not be happy.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Not that it matters to me. Once we are done here, I still have runes.
He sort of waves a hand, and at this point you notice like two very beautiful, sort of like clearly hangers on, or possibly like women who are very like they are dressed sultry, even though they are covered for walking through the ash. They're sort of like an outer coat that they have clearly like just thrown on to cover themselves and their face for him, but they are clearly part of his like harem of wives. Probably empty-headed women who are just only there because he gives them some degree of power. And these women have brought essentially a book for him, which clearly you notice is a Traveler's League book, and he must be flipping through to see, like, when y'all charter the Traveler's League, they send the name because they're required by Imperial law to send the name of who is traveling.
Ooh.
And he looks at he makes a show of looking in it, figuring that if Thornton is half of the clever man he thinks he is, he's also got info, basically.
To be fair, I think I gave everyone fake names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he hasn't asked for our names, so I haven't given him my real name. So we all I just gave everyone generic fake names based on, like...
He addresses you. Make me a sort of no, I'm not even gonna make you a check. Like, you don't immediately react right away. Make me a deception check, Thornton.
Me?
No, Thornton.
I can use illusion for that. And
He
use it.
he calls out to you quietly and then calls out, Matt, Mage, Varm, Green Tree.
Varm.
Beautiful name. That's exactly the name Ali would pick. I see it.
He notices that you don't respond.
So it would have been 6.
Yeah, he notices that you don't respond right away, but you do, however, keep up the act. I'm going to roll something.
Let's see here.
It's always nice when the GM says that.
Yeah.
It's always something.
When
very
we
pleasant
kill
that's gonna help
him,
us.
I'm taking his corpse.
For a second there, I thought you were referring to Cloud when you said that.
No.
Yeah, go ahead, take my course if you could find it, coward.
Damn, we're even with it.
Damn, yeah.
No. Oh god.
You attempt to what sort of illusion spell are you casting?
It's basically
It's the
just I'm
trickster
trying to
Yeah.
alter. I'm using trickster. I'm trying to alter his perception of me to make it look as though I was responding the whole time.
Yeah.
He is Thoughtcaster also, so it's not obvious that he's doing
Yeah.
So does Erevarm.
Sarcastic and trickster.
Ah!
Oh,
He's a Telvanni mage.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, y'all got equal. Wait, fuck, I just realized the goddamn number. Ah!
6-7, 6-7, and slavery 7.
Shut up.
Oh, if it's even, who did it go to?
Yeah.
No, you only have 5 degrees.
I accidentally quit challenging. It was supposed to be 135.
Oh, okay, ignore me.
He
He doesn't go to a 50.
That was
Do
my
you
bad.
rollies?
he actually casts you're not sure what spell he casts, but there's clearly some expenditure of magic. As you attempted to sort of give him the vision of all, like always speaking, he says, "Oh, interesting name. Where does Green Tree come from? And that's something you married into?"
Should I roll lore to remember the actual meaning of the surname Greentree?
Yeah.
It means green tree Thoradin.
It's a singer song. It's essentially like a singers are very like close to like powerful druids in practice of the Bosmer religion. They're the closest thing that the Bosmer have to a total magic order, like the sword singers or the Thu'um users. the sort of like they have a lot of terms for them. They're sort of like druids, weavers, wardens, but essentially they're the sort of druids of Bosmerland. It's a common name amongst them.
My family comes from a line of singers, similar to, I believe you would call it, druids?
I suppose. What sort of expedition are you heading out on here? Musera. And like you clearly gave like a name that is like sort of the same last name, implying that like either y'all are family or married between you and Mirvos. And he sort of takes a look at the name that you provided, that you decided to provide as y'all's like Dunmer cover.
So, out of character, I remember this. It was Sarah Norvain for Eiley, and I never gave one for Mirvos. So I can give you one right now if you want one.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second.
No, I figure you gave the same last name for Mirvos and Ilesia, but yeah.
Yeah, probably did. So Norvain is the last name.
Gotta love how you did in fact just like gaslight a guy into believing that there is a like Telvanni like stronghold that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really dumb too because it's not a Telvanni name.
That's even better. That's even better.
But someone who is a hyper racist and maybe cares about the families and lineages of Dunmer might know.
Oh shit.
Advanced
It's not like he's
racism.
going around being like, I'm a Telvanni mage. He just kind of assumed it. She was like, yeah, sure, let's go with that. So, yeah.
What brings you, and what sort of travel equipment do you need for what purpose? Musera Norvains.
Guys, do I lie? Out of character, obviously.
It probably is a good idea not tell him where we're going.
Yeah, okay. We've heard about some ancestral ruins, and we're trying to, see what's there.
Surely just to pay homage and pilgrimage to your interesting lineage. I'm sure the people of your family were great, and he leaves it open for you to fill, basically. Great what type of people?
Blacksmiths.
Yes, blacksmiths.
Why do not follow in their footsteps?
Of course, what is tradition but a prison?
Okay, now I gotta figure this out. I gotta write down the notes here.
I'm so coming back and hemorrhaging this man.
Please
Anna.
do.
What would bring one to honor their ancestral ash temple?
Just in general, that was the question.
What would bring a mainlander, an outlander, who spent so much time away to their ancestral tomb, the Norvain tomb, which is, of course, further, I believe. And he's like, just sort of gestures out, hoping for you to give him a cardinal direction.
Further north.
Yes, as you said, an Ashlander by the name of Norvain. You are from the Ashland people.
Yes, so I am.
I wish you much luck with your ancestral Ashlander tomb search.
Thank you.
But of course, you would probably need equipment for that, yes?
Oh, indeed.
I believe I would be willing to part with things that would keep you fairly safe under the cover of, let's say the camouflage of belonging, for about 400 septums.
Okay, out of character, does 400 items cover one person or everyone?
It would be covering everyone, but again, it's a price you would bulk at. It would be more reasonable to be 150.
Out of character, I'm horrible at bartering, guys.
Oh dear.
I might just pay it. I have the money.
It's okay. We'll come back for the money.
Yeah, okay.
Night.
I will just give him, I'm just like, oh, of course, sir. And I will give him the 400.
And Thornton is using the fact that he can think in your brain to his advantage. Just go, I think we should come back at night, and I think we should slaughter him in his sleep.
It was a pleasure doing business with a renowned mage of the mighty people of the Bosp.
Yes. Of course. Perhaps someday I can come back and teach you a thing.
Sorry.
Or you could teach me a thing or two. Us mages have to stick together, alright?
That is, of course, what mages are known to do. Now, I suppose it would be my duty as head of the Imperial Mages Synod of Nissus, and he kind of laughs bitterly to himself. I believe you have your supplies. Would you like any drinks?
I believe we're all right, but thank you.
I will keep you from Jordan. But you do notice he provides you with everything, sort of like floats it over to you in a box that he clearly has very good dexterous grasp on. He's sort of absent-mindedly, like, he never really touches anything with his hands that are gloved. He sort of presents a box to you and floats it out to you, no further than sort of the threshold of the door. The slave presents it to you, but sort of is not the one who ties it up for you. And he makes no complaint to her of poor service to do that. He unhooks your horses, but allows you to do sort of the deal of like disguising your cart. Like he's not going to do any of that for you.
Yeah, well, Eiley will work on that.
Let me see if there's a good check for that. If anybody else has a good one. But he sort of doesn't mind, or at least begrudgingly tolerates you to do this, and sort of the though he does inform you, I reserve this region for incoming guests, not outgoing travelers. He like makes a distinction to sort of subtly, pettily insult you, and gestures that perhaps you could walk over to that field where the rest of the tents are, the staff stays. That would be acceptable. I do not find that they are often in a mood to complain. His courtyard, nice, neat. There's always at least one slave being forced to sort of do a like sand raking in his courtyard. They have like just sort of like wherever the ash is blown situation. And it's like a really insulting task for the slave who's doing the sand raking, because it's pointless. This ash is constantly blowing.
Sand everywhere.
He allows y'all to sort of do this, and like Alicia, I'm just gonna go ahead and look and see what would be a reasonable check for y'all. Sort of, I think it would be a good survival check, or if you had a profession smithing or crafting, I would accept that. But yeah, well, just a survival check to sort of like set up everyone's outfits to be sort of believable, which you have some semblance of what it looks like to be at least acceptably you grew up on this island. You know what like an actual
Yeah.
person who lives here looks like, at least an Ashlander. And you give
Yeah,
give
well-
people like an acceptable sort of appearance. You tell them like how to sort of wear, like the typical dress is like at least 2 or 3 layers of different cloths, each layered in such a way that the exterior one gets roughed up and is meant to be like the external cloak. The interior two are layered in such a way as to like keep you cool and uncomfortable, and at least tolerating it without allowing like particulates to get within. Like the first one is nice and neatly like tied down to you, and like you use a bunch of little like sort of small ropes to like fasten and like tie it down to your like feet and everything. And the final one is like sort of an exterior cloak that you batten down. And you sort of doing this, remember that you used to take sort of bone charms that had different like symbols of oblivion or Dunmer writing,
Yeah.
and you would wear them as sort of like an ash seer would. But not having any of those tools with you, you just sort of make like at a constant interval like knots to sort of weigh the rope down and wear it as a sort of like weight on the outer like exterior last piece. You take some time, and like it takes you all to get everyone sort of accustomed to what they're wearing. Do any of y'all step outside, because it's fairly difficult to do all this while in the cart?
No, no.
I feel like Thornton would probably step outside. And I want it to be
One
known,
of
it's
them's already
getting,
outside.
it's getting worse by the second, being connected to Thornton's head. It started as like, I should probably come back and do this. And it was just, at this point it's just, I have to learn it. I have to do it. I have to rip him to shreds and use his bone as my servant.
Alicia's just like, Thornton, relax. We're gonna. She knows she can't hear her, but she's like thinking this. She's like, we're gonna come back. It'll be fine.
Joe Cargo, being a fairly good thief and fairly dexterous, has no trouble putting on and changing clothing even within this cart, and is not concerned with whether or not Jisa's going to protest. Jisa has enough self-respect to not stay in this cart, and she's I don't care what he says to me. I know what I'm worth. Jisa will step out. Are you stepping out with her?
Sure, yeah.
You hear an audible. He like sucks air through his teeth, gathers essentially like the remains of Hackalo, like a roborative. Hackalo is sort of like a tobacco and sort of like a smokable leaf here, and it's also sort of like a chew. It has less like a nicotine effect and more of a roborative, restorative, like energy. Like it's like a sort of like a coca leaf. Like before it's cocaine, it's like a lesser effect.
It's an upper.
It's an upper. And he sort of like runs this to his teeth, this sludge, and sort of licks it across his teeth, like staining his teeth, and just pulls it off and then spits it out in a large sludge-like thing to the ground. Especially when he sees both of you, and he eyes both of you top to bottom, and then bottom to top.
Yeah.
He waits for y'all to sort of like find a place, and of course, y'all have nothing besides sort of the tent to stare behind, to avoid his gaze. So y'all sort of walk behind the wagon, to like get your dressing, which you have to do in sort of turns for the women and the men. And while the women are doing something, and after like Thornton has already gotten his outfit put on, like he walks up towards but not past the threshold, so it wouldn't be obvious that he sees. Make me a mysticism check, Thornton.
I can do that.
Can I make one too?
Yeah. What about me?
Yeah, makes.
You're behind the cart dressing, I'm assuming, but like, yeah, if you want to, if you want to be like concerned with this guy.
I have Mindcaster.
Yeah.
I'll
Thought
up that to a 5.
Yeah, cool.
Let's see if I do
I
anything.
always get that 3 plus 10, which is fun because my untrained is like 50%.
No.
He spends about 5 mana if he succeeds this, or even if he fails this. Yeah, he succeeds.
Yeah,
Thoradin,
I don't like this guy.
he is, it's not a standard spell. It's probably some Telvanni variation of a spell. It's something close to Detect Life, which he casts as a Thought Caster.
I hate this guy.
Ah!
I hate
There's
this guy so
fucking-
much.
He mostly watches the cart, but like occasionally will have the, like, he never fully turns or never fully forces himself to make eye contact with you or anyone else. but sort of stares at the cart and makes idle conversation with you. See, you have a very grouping travel guest. Are you,
I would like to cast blind.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
He's in the beginnings of basically saying, "Are you fairly attached to any of them?"
Oh my god.
I will. I think dispel is a reaction spell.
Is it? I don't know if it is.
Let me see.
I thought it was an action.
Illusion
I
and
mean, we're not in
illusion.
initiative, so it doesn't matter.
Removes all magical effects from any source of spell strength level or lower. Constant enchantments reactivate after 1d4 rounds. So what's he casting it at?
Cough, cough. You can see through.
He casts it at a 5, but it would cost
can
him
see-
21.
You can detect life through blindness. I think. I don't know
Yeah.
about magical blindness, but you can detect it through like regular blindness.
He can detect life at a blindness, and he's not fairly concerned immediately with the fact that you cast this on him. There's not a open immediate presence because like he knows that you silent casted this on him, and there would be no immediate presence except sort of the milking over of his red eyes, which isn't as visible on a Dunmer.
Here's a
And
question.
he stays continued watching the cart.
This is a weird
Josephina and I
question.
sense this
Yeah.
since we both succeeded.
What do you say?
Josephina and I sense this since we both succeeded our mysticisms.
You do sense that there is some sort of mystical presence that is peering towards you by magic.
Ew.
Yeah.
This is an odd question, if I may ask it.
Yeah.
Could I, at this point, fucking... Alright, death isn't good enough. Maybe the aliens... Maybe the aliens have something appropriate.
Yeah,
Try to get my secrets to find me
Alesia's
something.
hearing this. Yeah. I will allow you your first attempt at a roll.
Oh my god.
It's going to be a -10 because this is your first time trying. I won't make you make any more -10s. But this is your first time trying out a magic which you have never been informed how to properly cast and are only piecing together essentially from old texts, which is not always... You know, some people intentionally don't record magic well, especially in a hostile mage culture like theirs. Like, it would be perfectly reasonable that they gave you bad or harmful instructions in terms of writing.
You got this, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are you casting for your first alien spell?
Let's see. Which ones we're gonna take? I have to remember.
You got this.
I am going to, I'm gonna keep it very simple and attempt to cast Hemorrhage.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh
Oh
no.
my
Which
god.
Oh,
it
no.
depends- How many pain points do I get for this?
Let me see. I'm looking. I'm
'Cause, like,
familiar.
For each, you get them at the start of a long rest, but I haven't even like officially had this as my elite advance yet.
I'll give you 2 to start off with because I think you usually start off with how many? So pain points purchased, 1 additional spell D10. So I will say you have 2 to start off with as sort of like a burst of inspiration before you get them normally.
In that case, I am going to attempt Hemorrhage, which
Yeah.
even if it won't get past his endurance score because it's 2 per D10, but it will cause him to bleed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh no.
He deserves it, but oh my
Yeah.
god, dude.
Ow.
So I'm basically trying to hemorrhage him, but it just ends up causing a little bit of internal bleeding.
Oh my lord.
So all the Lucy's are like, a kill.
And of course, your roll has to exceed my endurance, right?
It does a certain thing if it exceeds it, and it does a certain thing if it fails. If it exceeds it, which it's not going to this time, it would cause organ damage and bleeding 2, but it only causes bleeding 1.
Oh, it exceeds my endurance score.
What?
Hmm.
Holy moly.
Then it
You're-
would cause bleeding 2 and suffer the organ damage condition, which
Ooh.
must be treated exactly as if it were a wound.
Are you targeting a location?
It's just organs, so
Just
it would
organs.
just be
So it would be
his
organ
midsection.
damage. So yeah, his big
Pick an
damage.
organ.
Oof.
It's
Yeah,
literally
pick a
just-
random organ on the interior of a mer.
Heart.
I feel like it's literally just. What's the worst one? What's the worst one?
Heart.
And he
brain.
would I don't know if I could. He would aim for the heart, and I guess if it missed, it would end up just shattering one of his lungs.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's awful. This is totally deserved,
You
but
can-
awful.
If the spell falls short, so which must be treated as if it is a wound. Entirely reasonable for me to treat that as severe as it is.
Yes.
Long. Oh god.
We're about to be half dressed in combat, guys.
I still have runes.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
They're still set up.
What happens if we kill this guy?
We take his bones.
That's not what 90%
I'm
of the
going
group
to roll a mysticism check against this.
Okay.
Okay.
He is a Telvanni mage. There are some weird things that they can do. And seeing that he rolls a 60, you direct sort of the concentrated effort of this sort of like alien pain magic, which you are not experienced in. And you sort of see for a brief moment a flicker like something that occasionally Ilesia will do. And it occurs to your mind what has just happened because you hear a scream within his house of someone doubling over and falling. There's a brief moment where, like, essentially a ghost, which does not look like him, looks at you with, like, ruby red eyes and only faintly comes into appearance. He turns to you with essentially eyes that are faintly bleeding, but not as if the full effect hit him. Druid, you say?
There's more than one kind of druid.
I'm sure.
Are us ladies good now? Good yet? Or are we
Yeah,
still...
he's like, and that required enough of his effort. He is not leering at any of you anymore.
good. I was
Okay,
about to be
good.
very
Yeah.
Interesting. Quite some practice for a green tree of no notable family for how you are dressed, Mr. Bosman.
And Alicia, you're gonna have to stop me. This is enough. Now.
I will be like, no, not yet, and think this to you.
You are aware essentially what happened, Thoradin. He used the fact that he is married to these women, which allows him access to the ancestral ghosts of their lines too, and sort of transferred this magic down their line to one of his wives.
That's horrible. Holy moly.
God.
God.
It's so much worse now because Thoradin realizing that you can see like Thoradin is getting so angry. You can see a nosebleed starting to come down his nose, like through his nostril. He's burst a blood vessel at this point.
Oh.
I believe the wind and the weather is not.
I'm gonna cast telepathy on Thoradin with my thought caster.
Not favorable to your constitution, Mr. Vaughn. Museravam.
Ah, wait a minute.
You seem to be
on Thoradin.
made more for a woody climb than this.
Thoradin? You hear in your head?
Yeah. You hear her voice for the first time in your head.
I
can hear how angry you are. Alright, but getting him might just end up getting other innocent lives. We need to plan, we need to strategize, we need to not go into this blind.
It seems that many innocent lives are already at stake here. considering the slaves. Would it not be simpler to free them and have them tear him to shreds?
Who's to say Hat doesn't have some sort of terrible mind control over them? I don't know.
Oh,
We need to be careful about this. Right?
It would be so simple. I hate this connection. I hate this connection you've got. When I
I'm
can't.
sorry. I wish I could
Just
get it out. I wish I could not have it, but that's
just
what
rip
happened.
him. Just use the Daedra. Seconds is all I need.
Wait, I could summon my little Daedra friend and have her be like, okay, can you take care of this guy for me? You just
like
said
the-
use the Daedra, so.
If I can summon your thing, I'll summon the Daedra and just
Yeah,
rip him
let's do it.
to
Let's
shreds.
do it. Eiley, I don't know how far along we are.
Never
Like,
mind.
getting our
Telvanni
clothes made.
Mage.
I know.
They're
It
pretty
does not
fucking
matter.
powerful.
It does not
We're
matter.
about to do this. Are we about
I
to
have
do this?
2
We're about to do
hellhounds
this.
nearby. And remember, my hellhounds regenerate.
Right.
Fun.
Okay, I think we're about to do
Oh,
this,
boy.
guys. Also, he knows we aren't ourselves anyway, so.
Hmm.
I'd like to tell you a secret.
To enjoy a good secret and a turn in an evening.
My
What
last
would you
name is
share
not-
with me?
My last name is not Greentree. It's Nightveil of Bruma. Your death is not your release. Your death is your indentured servitude to me. And I'll snap my fingers and use 2 of my actions to activate the runes.
He takes note of the fact that you summon, like it's just a paltry thing in front of him. Like you summoned essentially 2 hellhounds that you already had prepared.
I'm gonna summon over behind the thing, because she's a woman. I'm gonna summon my Azura lady. I'm forgetting her name. I know her name. I'm forgetting it. I know her name. I don't remember it right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got you.
Cloud knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Let's kill him! Just
Yeah, we're about to kill this guy.
Oh no.
Like, if this were any other situation, Thorn would be like, how did I do that so easily? He's so fucking furious, he's just, I guess we're doing flesh magic.
He sees you essentially attempt to like not even attempt that you actually do successfully summon all 3 of you your sort of your Azure Twilight, Azure Wing and Twilight, and your Hellhounds. He takes note of this.
Oh no. He can teleport.
Very confident that you are going to achieve what you wish today. A land that is unfamiliar to you. I know many of your ilk are often driven by motivations. Muth Sera, and this is said dripping with poison and venom towards you.
Which you?
Like basically to Thoradin.
Okay.
I'm sure you have considered all the angles that you are. Oh well. You even have some clever magic. For a druid. You have deep insights, which would be surprising if it wasn't paltry. But I will serve you as bones. I do see necromancers and conjurers also insisted on their form of service. Let me ask you something, Uthsara Nightveil.
Ask away.
Did you do this in objection to my behavior today?
I do this in objection to your being.
Ooh.
Damn.
He snaps a finger and has essentially 3 of the children who serve on the farm, the 12-year-old and like a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old walk forward to him.
Oh no, no.
Oh.
I'm sure you do find it be objectionable. Deland, Brovak, Schoolis, would you please present to Master Musara, rather? Thoradin, would you please present your binding symbol of service to me as Tilvani Master Tilno? They nod and essentially pull down a scarf on their neck and pull down essentially on their right arm. And what you thought was simple, like essentially scarification and tattoos, which is common among the Dunmer, even in young children. It's a little surprising to see on an 8-year-old. These are not simple tattoos like you saw glancingly. These are contract tattoos. Which is to say, Thoradin, now that you are actually able to see it and you know as much as lore as you do, I'm not going to make you make a check. Though, go ahead and roll a lore. You will know something. I just want to see how much you know.
Alright.
Do I see this?
Yeah, you do. You see it. You may be less aware. You can roll a lore too.
I'll roll a lore, yeah.
Thoradin will know pretty much everything. I'm just going to see what you know. These aren't practiced anymore, and even among the house dress, it was rarely practiced because you need some degree of magic. Though Dunmer do have skill in magic. Him being a Telvanni person, this is an old thing that Dunmer and a lot of societies did. The alien are fairly aware with it, and with what you're studying, you have it. It's not unheard of. A contract tattoo is something that someone has to enter into willingly. Which there might be any number of reasons why they haven't entered into this. But it means that if you kill Telno,
They'll die.
they will die. And you look over and see a lot of the slaves also have these same tattoos. But he brought these 3 children up to you sort of to make a point.
I'm very sorry for this, but I have to play to the fact that Thoradin never really cared about the,
Yeah,
the means justifying the ends. And he's just, you genuinely think that I care?
Alicia takes a step back and like her hand kind of flies like the back of her neck where her own kind of tattoo is. And she has this kind of glassy look in her eyes.
I know things you don't. I can promise these slaves a better life than this. Beloved none does a better experience than this.
He doesn't really recognize what this sort of crazed eye look. He's. This was an interesting taste of what your approach. I had suspected that perhaps you were under one of these more childish delusions of the world. This will be an interesting encounter, to say the least. But Musara Thoradin. Musara Nightveil is really what he says, because you haven't introduced your actual first name. How would your companions think of your convictions? Then he sort of gestures to a uncertain Alicia. Mirbos doesn't really know what's going on, but Alicia can very quickly inform him.
Alicia doesn't say anything because she's just seeing these kids and seeing herself in them in this moment.
Thoradin, what are you doing?
I'm fixing things.
And this doesn't look like it's going to fix anything.
Progress is not always beautiful.
I'm gonna cast Calm on Thoradin. Wait, that's okay. No,
Ah,
wait.
wait.
Calm's going
I
to
have an
fail,
idea.
like, a
I have an
motherfucker,
idea.
actually. What's your idea?
If I Azura form and am like, release them, would that work?
Possibly.
Is that a thing I could do? Should I do that?
Man, it's a good thing
we're
out
too
here
far
in
in
the,
now.
It's a good thing we're out here in the Wild West where nobody gives
Yeah.
a shit.
Nobody
We
gives
can-
a shit what you do
Yeah.
out here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm Alicia kind of like her mind is elsewhere and you see her Dunmer form kind of melts back into the like kind of teal skin of her Azura form as she almost reflexively becomes this otherworldly creature.
Yeah.
And she turns towards Selno and she says, "Release them." And I will use my persuasion.
Okay,
Use
cool.
my persuasion.
I'm gonna luck dump that.
I will absolutely luck dump that. I have 4 luck, and I have like a 130.
I will roll whatever success is. If you get more than 5 degrees of success, I'm gonna decide between rolling his essentially willpower or a mysticism to sort of like block himself from this.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, goddamn.
Hell yeah, I will bump that up to how many degrees of success can I get? Because I have 4 luck points.
You have 4 luck points. I think you can get 12, whatever your max is. Yeah.
I will bump up to 12.
Nice.
Damn.
So I will spend 3.
They like everyone here is sort of surprised as they see, by all rights, the very Azuran figure and form of a of a demi princess Azura or Alicia.
I would change my token, but I can't do that. My token's not on the thing.
I got you.
Okay, you got it. Okay, cool.
Is it letting me do it? It's not letting me do
I'm
it.
very sorry that y'all had to discover that the only reason Thoradin doesn't do awful shit is because
Basically, y'all.
basically
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Basically all.
So Wild West is basically just fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
So fair.
Kill it
Oh, it's
all
not
and
working.
rebuild from the bones.
Interesting. It's not working. Oh well.
Oh well. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Alicia transforms for a period, appears in her Azuran demi princess form, and I will make an attempt with him at a
12
form
degrees
of
of success. Gotta beat.
under a form of sort of let's see here. I think it makes more sense to essentially attempt to ward himself against this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because ward is also an instant. And I must see how much mana he has, because he might be a very powerful mage, but that is also a very constraining thing.
Yeah.
And I'd
Not
imagine.
everyone can be a mana battery.
Yeah.
I'd imagine, considering like Eileen's like clothing becomes more revealing in her Azura form,
Yeah.
that these people can see the like markings on her hands.
Yeah, the Oblivion tattoos and things that
The Oblivion tattoos. Yeah.
There's a big
You
luck dump, so good luck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
12 beats 6 by a degree of 5. He attempts to ward this, but it's so quick and so disarming, and he is already a very extremely lascivious man. He is open to suggestions that you give him now. Preternaturally open, actually.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
How quickly can you release those contracts?
A matter of moments, but
I did not catch that.
Come again?
it would be a matter of hours. A little bit of paltry work for someone as skilled as me, but for the pleasure of your company, it would not be impossible.
You are to do it as fast as you can.
Surely, my lady. So long as I am allowed to do my work in the bright of something as pleasant as you, I shouldn't mind it. And he begins essentially like working his spell, continuing to sort of like dispel. Like you have to put up with. It takes him essentially 3 hours if you stay for him to do this for everyone.
I am. I'm gonna watch him every step of the way.
Damn.
So after the first hour, he is you guide him to sort of get rid of the children first. The parents are tear-filled thanking you. There's like a brief moment where he sort of flickers and will attempt to make a willpower check because he hates a lot of the people who serve him enough to basically tell them to not be difficult. Like they approach you and that sort of triggers something in him. I'll attempt a willpower check at a -20.
Yeah, -20, yeah. Come on, don't succeed, don't succeed.
Oh.
Grr.
Can we have anti-luck points that let us...
I want to have an anti-luck point
I
right
say,
about
this is
now.
I'm
this
checking.
is an odd question.
I'm
That was a
checking some-
joke, by the way.
Yeah.
Would scaring him shitless prevent the willpower bonus? Willpower check.
Yeah, but it would also make him not really affected by her.
No, don't do it.
Oh,
then.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was curious about the logistics of that.
They begin approaching him as he sort of like attempts to shake this off and will cast another ward.
Do I make another persuade check? Or is it
No,
the same one?
you're sticking at your 12. He's attempting to sort of
Okay.
defend himself from this like magic presence.
Sorry, buddy, ain't happening.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 80, which, like... Bless you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sneezing so bad.
Oh,
It's
no, you're
okay,
fine.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
you're all good, you're all good.
Nope.
Nope.
Not at all.
He essentially just like screams and sharply tells them like, stay away from her. Why would you think you had the dignity of approach or something that is clearly blessing my presence as the head of this house?
Alicia kind of looks, kind of like shakes her head at him. She's like, ignore him, you're fine. You, keep working. As she says to Irivarm. Is that how I pronounce his name?
Yeah, Irivarm. Irivarm
okay.
continues. Zavina, you're watching this sort of take place.
Yeah.
Because everyone's sort of
Make a
focused
what
on
check?
this. Observe check as you sort of take a sort of a glance all across this sort of situation. Trying to see that no one is messing up y'all's attempt to free everybody.
I'm rolling that.
Our mojo.
Son of a bitch. Do I roll again? Is this
I think you
important enough
should.
to
I think
reroll?
it's important.
Yeah, I will.
Oh boy.
You see
Better.
two of the more shrewd-looking wives. One is looking through essentially the curtain from within, and one is sort of peering here, but clearly has some sort of very, very rude stone in her hand and is muttering something under her breath.
Oh no.
Huh. Should I do something about that?
I have
I don't
Thoughtcaster if you want
know.
me to fucking immediately cause them to go through horrors.
I do. I have it too.
Yeah, she has it too.
You cast horrors, fuck it.
I don't
Yeah.
Illusion
have.
Squad.
I have happy chill times.
I have happy chill time.
Calm would work too. That's
Calm would
smart.
work.
See, that's
too,
the
yeah.
thing. I don't know if this is like a calm thing that'll work. That'll like make them docile. It might work. Fuck it. I'll cast calm.
Yes. Beautiful.
It's a grandmaster, so.
This is a weird question. Did the 3 hours we had count as a short rest because we weren't doing much?
It's been 1 hour so far. It's not been 3.
1
yet.
hour? Oh shit.
Yeah.
You said it would be 3 hours. Not
It will
be
3.
hours. Excuse me.
Cost 19, spell restraint makes it a little less.
Yeah. So this happens over the course of this next hour while Savina sort of steps aside to like sort of interrupt whatever this is happening on the porch with these other women. There are apparently 3 other wives that you're not aware of. You're only seeing 2. There's a final one. She's sort of muttering something under her breath. Who are you casting on? There's one behind the window and there's one on the porch with like a stone in her hand.
Whoever's like the one with the stone.
The stone, you get her to calm down and she sort of like rests the stone in her hands, and whatever she was doing, she stops and sort of puts the stone in her pocket, and her hands are empty, and she just sort of walks up, and you see someone open the window, and there is this shrill, shrew of a woman's voice, of a Dunmer woman's, like, again, still that grating, like, gravelly voice. She screams, "You vile rug! How fucking do you believe you are to touch us with your disgusting, tick-filled magic?"
What did they do?
She sort of shouts that across to you. Do you have Thoughtcaster?
Yes.
Yeah, she has no proof of it, but she sees that something has, like, she sees you looking at her friend.
Just straight racism.
Did I do something? I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
She goes to bother her. She knows that something's happened. She's the wife of a Telvanni, but like not a super magister herself. And like sort of like heads in. She is doing something in the next 15 minutes. He's going around. He has mostly freed most of his like slaves. Like he's not gotten to Dillon yet. But a lot of the Dunmer, like the oldest, sort of stay back. They have lived the longest, and like being free is not important for them. But like they let the youngest go first. And, like a lot of these families are incredibly, vastly thankful to you, Tyranny, to you, Alicia. But like, he gets mostly finished with even the elders. And asks you who should be aided next. Like, he gets mostly finished with everyone except for Dillon the Brit.
I have a question. You said somebody was doing something in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Could I attempt to bring myself and somebody else in the party, maybe Zafina, and go attempt to stop that?
Yeah. What are you doing? What are y'all doing? Because you see that she has dove into the room. There is clearly someone who's doubled in because you heard someone get hurt within that house.
My bad.
Thoradin, what do you want to do?
I say we go stop them. I apologize for the lack of value I had for these people. Thankfully, Alicia is good at what she does. But I think we need to go stop that vile woman from doing whatever it is she might be.
Don't know what she was doing in the first place. For all we know, she was just.
You cannot expect good things from people who do things like this.
While you're doing all this, Iravarm, again, still addressing you. Tmirbus is biting his tongue. He really hates this. He really hates that this is how your power manifests. Iravarm is sort of like the disgusting lech that he is, sort of addresses you as I believe, finished going over those about the simple contracts. Your enchanting visage, but I've been swift, but I hope that you do not make swift the rest of our time together.
Alicia rolls her eyes and says,
I apologize for my wives. They do not know to be quiet when I am engaged with another woman.
Alicia also is very obviously, like, visibly uncomfortable with being perceived like this. She's like, I'm glad I'm persuasive, but I kind of hate the like, there. So she's
this.
like, yeah, I hate this. So she's kind of like awkwardly standing there. She's like, who else is left?
I have not been offered any gifts. Beautiful. Gracing visage. If you mean by, like, you basically have to point him away from his sort of like self-concern, because even under this sort of spell, he's more concerned with what he can get out of you. You can't really change what's root to his character. You're manipulating him, not changing who he is.
Yeah, I'm basically just like, alright.
Dillon hasn't been tended to, but you don't know what's up with that. And like the other people, apparently there's no one else really like in this village. Mostly his people tend to this village, and like are the guards and services here, which means you don't know who that woman was talking to.
I look towards Dillon. You want to be free, yes?
Like she sort of like shakes his head, and like, oh, you need not concern yourself with something so paltry.
No. I want to hear. Speak.
Delon
turn
sort
back
of.
to Delon.
I'm not under a contract spell.
You're not.
Uh,
You know who else is?
I-
Have we gotten everyone?
believe some of his children and his wives are, just for his own sake. At least two of his wives, maybe three of his wives are, and almost all of his children.
I turn towards Irvarm. Free them as well.
Of course. What need have I of a lesser wife? Oh, concerning myself with children at such an hour. And he begins walking towards his home. While you were sort of meandering up there yourself, trying to stop them, what are y'all doing, Zavina and Thornton? I will go ahead and describe. There is one woman, as you look in, doubled over in pain. The woman you've calmed will be, unless she is bothered, sort of just unnaturally calm for the next hour. Checked out, basically. That other woman has, like, retired in. There's the bimbo that you see, and one of them is doubled over. And the other one is sort of, like, looking after her. And there's, like,
the
a
one
couple of
that's,
crying
like,
children.
injured, Zafina's gonna, like, go to and, like, because she took a wound, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has
Yeah.
organ damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Heal Wound on her.
It will heal her with the permanent wound.
With the permanent...
No,
Yeah.
not heal. Heal wound.
Heal wound. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it removes the wound from
Yeah.
I got you.
from the target. So,
Go ahead.
doing that. Yeah, look at that.
Not bad. That manages to deal with her wound. Of course, the other bimbo who's like looking after just kind of like gives you like a exasperated, but like you're doing something sort of like sigh, but like just disgusted that you have to even be in the house. They're like the children are crying, like he's like trying to calm them. You have no idea where the fifth wife is. You haven't seen her in all of this.
I thought weren't there 5?
Yes, there were.
Where's the last one?
At this point, he begins tending to the children first over the next 30 minutes. You guys, don't really get a chance to finish, as sort of dropping from the upstairs of this sort of 2-story like home that they have, down the stairwell like a crazy woman is a woman with essentially like a bandolier of like Dunmer throwing knives. And she is armed with a chitin bow and chitin arrows.
Cast Calm on her too.
Yeah, cast calm. You got it.
Yeah.
She is the one who ran off. She's not a mage or a spell. She just went to go get some stuff to deal with a dirty rug.
Cast Calm, cast Calm, cast
Yeah,
Calm.
cast calm,
right
cast
now.
calm.
Go ahead, cast calm. Yeah.
What do you mean insufficient action points? Fuck.
Yeah.
Just roll the illusion.
Yeah. Illusion.
illusion. And of course, I need to see what I believe would be a reasonable stat for someone who is.
Yeah. She has to make a willpower -20 because this is level 5.
Nice.
I just took it this level up.
Woo.
A willpower minus 20?
-20, yes.
That's funny.
I'm trying to hit under a 10.
Don't do it. Don't hit it, please. Nope,
Yeah, that don't hit.
that don't hit.
I have a new spell we can use if this doesn't work.
It worked.
She is also
Oh, yeah.
calmed, and you realize in all this, he's mostly tending to his children. This woman does not have one of those tattoos on her. She is with this man because she chooses to be.
Ew.
As does one other wife. You know, both of the bimbos have not chosen this. Even though they seem a little hesitant and like not immediately like recipient to like sort of Iravarm's approaches, but like if they sort of resist, he sort of has a very harsh hand, which he's always had with his family. He demands that his children come to him and begins working this, and over the next 30 minutes unravels this. You feel a magical spell being prepared Thoradin, but you don't know from where in this house.
Oh no.
I'm not going to do anything rash, but I am going to do this! And I'm going to cast Horror Storm.
Oh,
no.
okay,
What?
cool. On everyone
No!
in that building.
And I'm in here too, man.
Yeah, we're all in here.
I'm just going to look at Zafina and just go, try your best to not get lost in it.
Yeah, there are
what?
children in this house, brother. But
There
yeah,
are
that's fine too.
children, man.
Look,
Dude.
look, this is a split second, this is a panic attack
Yeah, no,
compared
totally-
to being
totally
in
valid,
slavery
totally
for
valid.
life.
Totally valid, totally valid. This is also his
I
family,
like
so.
crash out, but fuck, man.
Yeah. Oof.
Okay, cast your
Look, I
cast your
don't know
shit.
about y'all, if I was a slave for fucking 8 years from birth, and I got a panic attack for fucking 3 hours, and then, well, I'm free. I'm taking it as a win.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm going to make the tests for all of them.
Oh god.
Which
Thoradin,
is level
you
3.
roll a
meaning-
level 3 horror. What is that?
I subtract 29 minus 8, so 21. It is a plus 0 to, like, resist it. So it's just a flat willpower check. This isn't unholy things beyond comprehension. This is just, nobody in here is going to be the best mage in history. I don't want to horrify everybody at once.
It's a
And I am-
willpower check, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to
And
cast
where
that,
it's,
and with my
it's at a
second
minus
action,
20.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so the
it's a plus
kids
0.
cannot
No.
succeed.
No, it's
Oh, it's-
plus
Aw.
nothing.
Oh, it's a
Zero.
plus nothing?
zero,
Okay,
plus zero.
so the kids have a 20 that they're rolling under. Everyone else has a 30 except for the mage.
And I am also going to do this with my second, which is Panic Storm 5. Much more calm. Because
Yeah, yeah.
I know the kids aren't going to be able to block this one. And I don't want them... Like, I don't want the kids to fucking go through hell incarnate at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is a minus 20, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're hitting it. So who is everyone gets this too?
It is on. I did the calculations, everything. 1 plus 3 times 5 meter storm.
1
So
plus
1 plus 3 times 5, 15, 16 meters.
16 meters around you. Yeah, that's gonna hit everyone in this building, dog. Alicia, you and Zafina, can you make me your willpower checks for? What's the willpower check for the panic?
Let me pull it up real quick, just to
Panic
make sure
is
I got
minus
it.
20.
I think,
Horror
yeah,
is
minus
plus
20.
0.
Minus 20, and then a plus 0 for horror. Flat
Can you-
will for horror, minus 20 for panic.
Roll your flat will first, Alicia and Zafina, and then roll your
Okay.
minus 20.
I should be good.
I'm not
I fail
pure evil.
I fail the horror.
Let me try that again.
Zafina fails the
Let
horror.
me try that again.
Oh
Okay, so
gosh.
Try it
let's try
again.
I'm gonna.
We all horrified.
failed
And
the horror.
I'd like to mention this
I'm good.
for the
I'm
record.
good.
With
Yeah.
alien flesh magic, I get a fear point for each person that fails this, both on
Oh.
panic and horror.
I fail the horror,
I'm
Um,
okay.
and I fail the horror, and I have 1 luck point. I'm gonna not spend that. So I think it makes sense that I.
Oh, you have Iron Will.
Yeah.
Reroll.
Oh, I do have iron.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry. Let's try this again.
Meanwhile, I'm rolling for the children.
Okay, I've
Hey, there you
succeeded the horror. Let me try
Okay.
the panic.
Cool.
Yeah, let me do that.
This is at a minus 20 for your panic.
Still have
The
my
children
will.
can't
Fail the
suc-
panic.
The children
good.
can't
I have
succeed
Iron
the
Will.
panic.
Wait, so I succeed. But I have iron will,
Iron
so
will.
I re-roll the panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I will
I'm
need to
okay.
know for alien flesh magic how many people failed out of Vegas.
Yeah, totally, brother. Totally. Let's deal with it.
Holy moly!
Okay,
I barely
So
succeed.
Zafina and Alicia endure your just essentially horror, what is essentially your panic attack storm or your nightmare storm. All of the children, one children critically fails. That's interesting.
No.
One children critically fails the horror, and they all fail the panic. Guarantee fail. No, one. They all fail the horror, and they all fail the horror, and they all fail the children. All right, so, but one of them critically fails the horror test, so I will be rolling a separate thing just for him. I'm rolling for the 4 wives who are present.
With the most capital F. Fuck them kids.
Jesus Christ.
God. This is chaos.
Oh my god. What is happening?
Lordy.
Yeah,
Got it.
all of the women all the wives also fail their horror test.
Oh no.
I have just cast a nightmare.
Let's see here.
Airborne.
I'll get the Airvarm last.
Okay.
All the wait, 2 of the wives don't panic out. It's the one who had the bow and one of the bimbos. The bimbo on the floor because she doesn't really have the chance to panic, but she's already panicking.
Calmed at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like yeah, so like yeah, cool. So everyone's getting hit with that horror, and like finally the most important guy, because if he gets horrored, he's not being concerned with Alicia anymore. He's dealt with freeing his kids from his horrible contract magic. He was dealing with his wives. When y'all hit him with, let's see, he has to hit under his willpower. Iravarm is a fairly good mage, so let's see here.
Remember, he does have 1 luck from.
He has 1 luck.
time.
He has 1 luck.
Technically, everyone does, but the kids aren't
Everyone
using
does.
it.
Oh.
He is a
Those are
mage
fucking
strong
annoying.
enough to attempt to focus his mind, so he definitely will try.
And remind me, if he succeeds this, does he break Alicia's
He doesn't
thing,
break
or
Alicia's spell. He's not horrified first. He needs to get under a 30 for this. He's not horrified or panicked.
Perfect.
Oh, good.
Perfect.
Good.
So all you've
My
really succeeded doing, and like here's the last one, the secret one in the room.
Come on. Make me the Lord of Fear.
All right, she gets hit with the horror.
Oh yeah.
She gets hit with the panic. So
am the
I'm gonna go ahead.
demi-prince
I'm gonna go ahead and
of
tell you what.
yourself.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for everybody. Can you give me? You said it was a level 3 luck.
It was 1 luck. Everybody got 1 luck.
Okay, cool. So
Unless you're a hero, then you have more.
advanced mechanics, fear. So it was a level 3 spell. So it's gonna be a D100 that is gonna apply to all of you.
Except the player characters.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're fine.
So let's see the horror test that everyone gets first, including the kids, mind you, but not this asshole mage. Uncontrollable vomiting, and they are all forced essentially to
With these hands, I hold the fate of millions.
Oh my god.
Just made a bunch of fucking children throw up all over the place,
Yeah.
man. What the
I
fuck?
also made the mystery mage fucking.
Yeah,
brain
the
just
mystery
stop.
spellcaster. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta overkill it. With all these pain points, the second the last contract is done, I am hemorrhaging him again.
So fair. So fair. Oh my god. This is so chaotic. I love
This is a
it.
disaster. It's amazing.
It's so cool.
okay. And of course,
Can we
this
get
is
our money
also
back if we kill him?
yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll go after this.
Let me see something. You force all of these children to essentially observe not an actual Daedric ritual, but like as if they were there present or almost being done to them or being done to someone they really care about. You essentially force all these people, if they only care about themselves, to be the victim of a Hagraven Daedric ritual, or the children to observe their mommy or their daddy being sacrificed, if not themselves, being grabbed by the hair, pulled around by an evil little Hagraven. As they're all forced to essentially witness like what would otherwise be a living nightmare. Congrats, Thornton.
Oh my god.
As they all begin uncontrollably,
A bunch of children.
all
I
these
guess it was a
children
victory.
uncontrollably start vomiting. Again, not the asshole mage. They all lose one
We don't-
stamina point.
He
Them being
needs
children,
to pass it.
they pass out.
Oh.
The woman who's injured also passes out. He begins just doing, he unravels the magic on her, unravels the magic on the other bimbo, who is also panicking the fuck out.
Oh.
And then because you have her calmed, He also unravels the magic on her. The one with the bow was perfectly fine, and clearly that means the other one who is not bound by this by magic is his other wife, which y'all have no idea where she is. She was performing some actual magical ritual and was interrupted. And now I roll the fear effect. Again, all these women and these kids.
Oh my
I'm
God.
very sorry I had to fucking knock the kids out by projectile vomiting exorcist style, but it was that or
It's certainly a scene. It's certainly a scene of what you're observing.
Oh my
There,
Lord.
everyone who is still awake is startled by essentially like a fear scarecrow version of the Daedric princess they are seeing. The colors meld into an awful sort of painterly like monstrosity, like essentially like a rainbow witch or a glitter witch is what they're seeing. A glister witch of Meridia is what they're beholding. They jump in their boots and pause. The only person who's not bothered, he finishes his rounds. He says, masterful use of many spells to invoke terror as they deserve, being unfitting to gaze upon your visage. What may I do to be worthy to behold you in all your sultry fullness? Daedric beauty.
Alicia is trying her best not to facepalm at that. And she's just like, is that everyone under your contract?
That is everyone. I have many contracts of those who serve me from far off, but no one else who is of no need for us to discuss near here, and no one certainly that I'm sure that you wish to have them all out of mind, that we may begin our conversation together.
Oh wait,
At
I'll
least-
just like walk
okay.
off into the like ash storm somewhere.
Yeah.
Alicia turns back into herself.
Oh, that will drop him in, and he will immediately
Yeah.
become aggressive because you have essentially lost him all his slaves and his many wives.
Yeah, that's the point.
Sucks to suck.
We're gonna fight him. We're gonna fight him.
Can you attempt? He immediately attempts a seeing that you are Daedric and but like you're trying to drop out of your form. He immediately attempts a very powerful Sunder Binding to just shunt you back to Azura's realm.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I have a thing.
Yeah.
You have a thing.
Flow of Magicka. As a reaction to a spell cast, a character may make a -20 mysticism if the mysticism check if their DOS exceeds the spell level of the casted spell, and the effect is negated.
Okay. He will attempt
do
a
that.
Sunder Binding spell.
I'm gonna attempt to Flow of Magicka that spell. If
Are
I
you
can
gonna
like find my
keep
mysticism.
privately rolling, or are we
Oh,
allowed
I
to-
am private layer. He rolls an 81.
Well, I have a 100 in this.
81? That's
Yeah.
higher than his.
He fails. He fails.
100 degree
Yeah,
success.
he just straight up fails.
I didn't even need to do that then. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh well.
He straight up.
Didn't
He
cast
straight up
Magicka.
fails. Yeah.
Heh.
He quickly. That means y'all all have essentially. He sort of spent his like. He will attempt that, and then seeing he isn't able to get one off on you, he attempts the same spell, sort of on Thoradin to shunt Thoradin back, knowing that y'all both
If
have
he-
essentially a Daedric presence.
If he succeeds, I will cast Flow of Magicka and just use this
Yeah.
one from earlier, which has 10 degrees.
He does succeed on Thoradin, and knowing that
10
Thoradin
degrees of
was
success.
yeah.
1 degree
Flow of
action.
Magicka as a reaction.
You interrupt it. This is sort of y'all's turn. He has some HP and some other things which y'all wish to do, and he has sort of spent his reactions. What do y'all wish to do to this man?
I want to calm
just
him
say-
again.
Nope.
Calm him? Cool.
Calm him.
I literally
Calm
just
him
say,
so we can make this hurt.
no, you're not gonna kick him or me out of this house.
Like hell I'm not.
Alright.
This
Calm.
thing's
Hit
Hit that
outside.
calm, hit that calm, hit that calm.
Calm down.
Yeah, hit it.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's minus 20, by the way.
Minus 20? Okay, cool. So he's gonna willpower at a minus 20.
Don't get it, buddy, don't get it.
He fails.
Yes! Let's take him outside
Yeah.
so that we don't traumatize the kiddos more.
Yeah.
I think they're all out.
I don't think.
Same. I don't want to fight in a house. I don't want to destroy this man's house.
Fair enough.
Okay, I kind of do, but like I don't want to destroy
Yeah.
the house because his wives live in here. So
It's been
yeah.
calmed down.
All right, we're just gonna take him outside.
Well, maybe an athletics check. You gotta actually grapple this man, which I'll let Mirvos do. Like
Yeah,
Mirvos
let's let
doesn't
Mirvos
like.
do it.
Mirvos really
Really?
does not like this figure. Like Mirvos
With
does
the
not like
calm?
this. Oh wait, he was calmed, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. He sort of just sort of meanders out, following you.
Okay.
Man, I love calm.
Yeah. What are y'all doing with him out
so
here?
good. What are we gonna do? I have max level a bunch of stuff. I could just max level shock chain lightning him.
I mean,
Can I chain lightning him 3 times?
I'm gonna ask a question and feel free to veto this, but
Yeah, of course.
considering he's not really in a position to fight back at the moment, would this be a coup de grace? Or I mean, I guess technically
He's in a place to not really fight back. He would have to be
Yeah, so-
restrained, which means someone would just need to make it succeed an athletic check against him.
Yeah,
So
so
Mirvos
He would
help him
auto
out.
fail.
yeah. So if someone were to grab him, could we just coup de grace this
Yeah,
guy?
let's coup de grace
Totally.
him.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we have Mirvos help us out, or
Yeah,
do
I'll
or
let
does he
Mirvos
not
do
wanna
an
help
athletics
us?
check.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mirvos is going to attempt.
Yeah, Mirvos, the boy.
He succeeds.
He's good.
Yeah.
Mirvos grabs him. What are y'all doing to just sort of finish this man off?
How do y'all want
He
to do it?
He wants the honor.
I'm not
I can-
doing it. I'm not doing this.
I could hemorrhage him. I have too many
Hemorrhage him,
pain
Thorman.
points.
Do it. Hemorrhage him.
Which I actually, while this has been going on, I've been preparing my sheet for next session.
Ooh.
With alien fleshcrafter and everything. Which I don't know how long GM, I don't know how long it'll be till I'm able to use all this. I'm just getting it ready. Would I be able to use Siphon Life? Because this has a fun effect if you manage to kill someone.
Siphon life.
Yes.
Try it.
Have you bought it yet? No.
Yes. I've been doing it. There's no actual things. I've been using my XP. This was for next session. This is just
Life.
rule of cool. It's all under alien flesh magic because the spells aren't in the system for this one.
Yeah, I will let you use it as sort of like a flavor thing to finish him off.
Siphon Life has a fun thing where if this spell falls short in if the target dies from the spell's damage, they explode into a fine mist of bone and blood.
Yeah.
Ew, don't do that to Mirvos, God.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't do
gonna
that
look
to
at
Mirvos.
Mirvos. Back up.
Fine. He backs off. How many dice are you getting? Because it costs 3 per pain point.
Yep. How many do I have? Because I get I did take the talent stuff
4
of
kids,
nightmares.
4 wives got scared. Or 5 wives, so 9.
And I took stuff of nightmare, so I get 2 for each fear.
So 18.
Yes. And I will dump all
Nice.
of them.
That's gonna be 6d10. Go ahead and roll it for me.
Oh, 60-10.
Jesus.
I thought you meant 18 dice, and I was like, that's a lot of dice. And then I was like, oh,
I'm
60
letting
makes more sense.
him be flavorful here, but yeah, go ahead and roll
Okay.
6d10.
Yeah, this is not a usual thing. It usually take much more to get that many pain points.
No, that's okay. Ooh, you did good.
Does that go over his endurance?
Give me 1 second.
Holy moly.
Oh my
It does
God.
2d10 if it does, and I get to heal for the amount done. And this does ignore natural toughness if he has it.
Yeah.
It does go over his endurance just by 2.
So
Nice.
2d10.
Actually no. I'm looking at a different stat block. I'm sorry. It doesn't go over his endurance. His endurance is a 45 just from living here.
Then it would be 1d10. It would be
1d10.
1d10 damage.
1d10
And I would heal for half
damage.
of the amount.
Yeah.
Roll 1d10.
Let's see how horribly he explodes.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah. Rather than exploding, all that you really do is cause the rupture of many sort of vital membranes. The final and most precise is essentially you rupture sort of the lining between his brain and the rest of his body. So his brain stops receiving blood across that barrier. His eyes, his nose, his lips, everything sort of bleed from every orifice situation. Which is immediately present, but he's not able to speak through the blood. He is a thoughtcaster and attempts to do something. One last check.
Do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
There is a light that engulfs all of you. Pretty much all of you present.
Flow of Magica.
Okay,
Ah.
try.
How can you do that?
I will try.
How many
How
times
can
can
you
you
It's
do
a
do
that?
that? Is it
reaction.
just like is it
It's
just
a
like a
reaction.
spend?
If you have the AP to
Reaction.
do
We're
it,
not
you
in,
can do
like,
it.
combat,
Okay.
so I should be fine.
Is it like a? Do you have to spend Magicka to do it?
No,
or-
I don't.
You
I don't
don't?
think
Okay.
I do. One second.
It is a master level spell, so it's 600 even with it being thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
as a reaction to spellcast, they make a negative 20, so it's no cost of Magica. It's just they make a test.
Okay.
Anyway, let me just. I meant to do a negative 20. I succeed anyway.
With 3 to get success, not more than I rolled.
I will bump it up to 1. I will bump it up to 4.
How many luck do you have?
1.
1.
I was my last luck point to bump up to 4. So we're tied.
You are tied. It doesn't
I don't know
cancel
what
this
that
spell out, but it prevents it from lasting for very long on you.
I'll take that.
Thornton, you have no idea what this spell is. It causes a light and sort of it causes a sort of film of red to wrap over all of you, and you feel something crawling over your neck. Like all over the hairs of your body, you feel sort of the crawling of like many legs.
Ugh.
You have no idea
what the
what-
fuck is happening.
You have no idea what this spell is. Roll me a lore check, but only with a -40. And really, I really want to kind of say -50 because this is a very obscure spell.
I'll do -50. I can manual it. Still a 90 for me.
Can we
I'll take
also
that.
do that?
No,
Yeah.
this is something only
Okay.
Thornton would randomly know.
Only Thornton. Okay. Does Thornton do it? Yes.
Yes.
Well done, buddy.
Thornton, you are aware that this is some form of very obscure mark, like to inform, not for him, and it's not for recall. It's a mark for another set of people, but you have no idea who. It has informed them of something about all of you, and it has informed them of some sort of info he wanted to pass on before he sort of died from like massive hemorrhaging.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh no.
There is screaming randomly in this house. There is sort of a mixed sort of scream from the fields and like rejoicing from the fields. And there is the violent shouting of the two sort of bimbos who haven't been calmed, just demanding that you leave us, you wretched in-laws, you wretched outlanders.
Okay.
Very fun.
As you have essentially caused the death by massive hemorrhaging to Irovarm Telno, but you have freed anyone else from the terrible cost of being tied to his life force.
Yep. The aliens definitely had something here. Definitely gotta research this.
Damn.
Who all tried to check and see, and how much mana do all of you have? Who all tried to check and see when he was like sort of like staring at you across the wagon?
I have 85 left.
I have 81 left, yeah.
I have 59.
No, I'm trying to ask who was doing that prior.
That was me.
I
That
did.
was all of
Sabina?
us.
Did Thornton try and observe that too? Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
because I tried to blind him.
Yeah.
All of you have more than 10 mana?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing as you leave? Or do you leave? I'm asking what y'all doing, really. I'm not
I
trying to
think
force
we
it.
get. I think we go
Probably
get.
need to get the fuck out of here.
I think we like get our gold
Get
back.
our stuff.
A.
Get our money.
B, get like whatever supplies they don't need that we could use, and C, leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they need the supplies, we'll leave it with
I
them.
do have
but
one
if they
thing I
don't
would
need
like to
supplies-
say.
He didn't
to,
butcher the horses. Yeah, we can give them to the slaves.
Yeah, we can get the horses back.
I'd
Yeah,
like to say
like-
one
Well,
thing
not
to
take
like
them,
the
we can-
slaves before we leave, if
Yeah,
that's okay.
I think we give the horses to the slaves.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. What were we gonna do? Say, Thornton?
I just want to say to the slaves before we leave, I did not mean the actual killing of everyone. It was just a bluff. Alicia, you're like, you hear his thoughts. Was it a bluff? I don't know.
There's like a calculating like silence. They don't know how to like. They have been under the auspice and terror of like a erratic mage for far too long, and they know mages are erratic, and they essentially don't really know how to respond until a child just sort of thanks you and says like, "We want to leave now."
You were free
You're
to.
free to leave.
No one controls you now.
And like you sort of point to the horses, and those who wish to leave and get like very far, the couple of families who can ride out on one all sort of mount up on a horse. Delon basically approaches all of you, and she says, I think I want to join you all.
Really?
Alright.
Because I came here under the auspice of completing service to, in hopes of gaining the secrets of a Telvanni Magister. If y'all were able to do that, I believe there is much I have to learn from you.
Ah, secret.
I am a Magister of the village. Or, well, I don't know if it would be right to say village. I am a Magister of the Isle of Balfiera, of Iliac Bay, which you know immediately, Thorin, is the Isle of the Duretti Tower or the Adamantine Tower. She is a mage of that notorious Duretti tradition.
Adamantium Tower. Really?
I know I'm not affiliated with the tower, but all mages of the Isle of Balfiera know of that sacred tower, yes?
Well, depending on the rest of the group's input, I'd be glad to teach you some secrets, but you saw what I did to him. It's not all, how do you say, good magic?
Well, that magic is neither good nor bad. It is the purpose of the person who uses it. And good and bad is what simpletons use to classify things. I wish to merely grow in power.
I like you. I like you a lot.
Certainly. Then shall I begin my apprenticeship?
Yeah, should the rest of the group not mind, I'd be glad to teach you some theorem. And I'm gonna start walking back to the cart.
Isbetta is like, and just heads back into the car and new cargo rugs.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't mind.
He's met his new best friend.
Jisa looks over at you and says, like, do not trust this one. She willingly entered the service and slavery of a man in hopes of gaining power, and she has no compunction changing masters.
Well,
Sister, I know a great many deal, and this is the beginning of a bad tale for mages.
I'll have to... I should speak to Thor then.
You try and win over the far more crazy mage to get rid of another extra variable we don't need. She hops in. Are y'all riding off of this carriage, leaving this chaotic scene behind? Of
Yeah.
Nissus.
Yeah.
I think
Nissus cover his courtyard covered in bloodshed, and them gathering as many hackle leaves. The few slaves who aren't immediately like dipping from this scene, just begin.
I must ask.
They begin raising his farms of all its produce and things, and his larders. So they have things to like wander off and nomadically exit into the ash wastes. That they have something to trade with. They gather like sackcloth bags and essentially like raid his farm and his larder.
This was already fucked. We just
we just
finished
destroyed
it off.
Nisus.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell
This
yeah.
is a horrible thing to ask, but considering necromancy,
Yeah.
does anyone object to me taking his body for bones?
Go ahead. He deserves it.
I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
Alright.
Thorin, you will not be on a nickel roll. Alicia and Zafina.
Great.
With a
What do I
minus
roll?
20, can I get you to make an observe roll?
I have a 1% chance to make that, buddy. I'm not making it.
That's fine.
This is gonna be a horrible arc for Thorin.
But I will roll anyway. I will try.
Alright,
I'm not gonna make
got
it. I will try.
Holy shit!
Yo!
Oh! I
Alicia,
made it! I got
in the
it.
same way you could detect sort of the leering of an eye that was perceiving you in a way to sort of reveal some of your physical truths, like a horrible, lecherous man using mysticism sort of to peer through a wagon. There is someone using mysticism at the top floor at the attic of that building, peering at things other than your physical presence. Sort of your ethereal, like, astral presence. She is taking note of, like, things that would signature and mark you wherever you went. Things you could you would be very difficult to lie or hide about or falsify.
Great. I'm just gonna... And Zafina notices this too?
Yeah.
How did I make that? Oh my god. I forgot that was one of my lucky numbers.
Yeah.
Alright. Alicia is just kind of like,
Did we do something about that?
oh, I don't think so. I think that's just for another day.
I don't know.
I would like to head back to the Ursulaku when
You hear sort of like a crackling that's sort of similar to the pyroclastic, but like a sort of burst of sort of blue and green and purples and yellows, like a firework that's meant to get your attention, that rises up from above the ceiling as if it was created on the other side of the roof and rises up like a rocket. And then you hear a snap, and a letter is sitting in front of you. A closed letter.
I guess I'll pick it up and look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zafina's looking too.
Yeah, well, Zafina's looking over my shoulder.
It, like, what do you do? Because it's sort of closed, essentially, like just a piece of paper folded in front of you.
I'll open it, yeah.
You open it?
Yeah, why not?
You look at it, it's clearly written in a fine hand of Dunmary.
Okay, so Zafina can't read it. Or can you read it? I don't know.
Nope.
Alicia,
I can read it.
could you make me an endurance check at a -20?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh god, this is the ritual of inscription. You're gonna open this and get fucking exploded.
Oh, I did it!
Oh my god!
Again!
Again?
Back to back!
Back to back! I was like, I don't have luck to reroll
Not
this if I fail.
Bad Alicia.
Oh yeah, I did it.
You open it and immediately see a flash that you like close and turn your eyes, and instead of catching your eyes, it sort of glances, and you feel sort of a sigil burn itself alongside the ridge to like the middle of your sort of like temple into some of your hair. It is a series of symbols that burn themselves.
Cool.
As he was not wrong, this is called the rite of morpholithic inscription.
What's that mean? I gotta look this up now.
Or rather, the rite of textual inscription. It allows you to imbue a text with magic runes that trigger when the text is read.
Okay.
It's first employed by the Durrani hegemony to protect their writings. It is also used by a lot of mages to keep their secrets safe. This is also the same rite that is sort of capable of inscribing any sort of like textual trap. Same thing that actually triggered and hit Nimble in a previous episode.
Yeah.
It creates a single magic component as if it was the effect of a non-standard spell. On success, it is bound into the text. And what burns as like an unmovable, like sort of grandmaster level symbol in Dunmer writing, as you feel writing in your skin, and it's a horrible, awful feeling. You almost think you're bleeding, but no blood ever comes. You feel as if someone is taking a quill and dragging it through your skull or your skin.
Oh.
And you ask someone to see what it is, and they see the writing forming on your head. Even like clearing away like hair and other things. Mirmos basically says, like, he says it in horror as he reads it out as it forms in your head. Like, this mark has been claimed. This mark has been made by the Morag Tong.
Shit.
Blood, a blood for blood contract.
Wait.
Oh, that's not. Well, they
does
can't
she
kill
still
me,
have-
really.
Does she still have that with the even with the successful endurance?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
So
with the
endurance.
successful endurance, you didn't get poisoned by the node.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Like, but written in it is a very bitter script, because this is sort of the oath that they make. It's an open secret if someone signs a contract with you, a blood for blood oath. This is the wife made by Restia Telno.
Oh god.
Or they Restia Restia of House Dress, of the surname house.
Oh.
Authrellis.
Yeah,
Restia
calm down.
Authrellis. And it basically is signed, so long as I live, blood for blood. I know your name by ancient right. You now know mine. I will take yours or what you have taken for me in equal blood price.
Don't you dare target my boy. Don't you dare.
And then it finally is signed by like the amount that she has sort of pledged. And you are aware as you read this, someone is watching you, and as you finish reading it, they clearly recall away somewhere. This woman was some manner of mage, equal or a little bit less than her husband. And she has essentially pledged the entirety of what wealth they had from gouging people. She has pledged essentially 20,000 septums for your head.
Well, little do they know. They can't really kill me now, can they?
Well,
Just keep coming back.
well.
Yeah.
They did kind of see you transform, so maybe they know something.
They might know something, but you
20,000
know,
symptoms.
we
My
can't.
God,
We gotta get that money, Lord.
Yeah.
kill someone for that much money.
So and
That's
like
real.
the Morag Tong sort of like writes that as it's like an open secret. You can sort of get the Morag Tong to flip if you just pay them more. they are a guild for hire. They are a guild for hire for murder, and murder's super legal in this place. Assassinations super legal. If you go through them officially, like it's basically like just hiring a contractor from any other guild. It's like, hey, I signed for you to die, like, and I made it a public secret, and it's entered into the ledger. And at the bottom, you're not sure how she knew this. Is your actual fucking name?
Alicia Resvel or my
It is
Daedra name?
Alicia Resvel.
Shit. Oh god.
Oh no.
How did
Which
she even
also
find that
means
out?
one
Oh
other
my.
thing. That is entered into the register of the Morag Tong. And the Morag Tong is an acceptable assassination guild that does not hide info from the Empire.
Oh no!
Fuck.
Oh man.
Guys, I'm laughing in
man.
terror. I'm laughing in
man.
terror.
As y'all take off, I will go ahead and show you our map. And this will be the end of this episode, as I am so stuffed up I cannot breathe.
So fair. Yeah, Resman.
Yeah, real. Yeah, you're dealing with those ash storms for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Now we gotta
Flee
get, like,
out into the
22,000
pyroclastic
gold.
storms, the ever-burning embers above and embers within. That marks those who call themselves Ashborn of Vardenfell. You find yourself in Nissus. And I will go ahead and say you can travel one tile wherever you want from Nissus. as y'all straight up book it.
North.
North, straight north. You immediately
Straight
book
north.
it, not even following the road. Y'all just head over the plains, like just traveling past and northern and beyond. You guys take off and get onto the high platform, the high sort of step above his home, and just ride this step until you find a road that that lowers back down into the road, and just start following it. The others sort of scattered in other directions. There may be other places to stay, or places sort of to dig in. The majority of them did not head anywhere north. They did not head north.
Oh, fun.
The majority of them decided that the best way to go would be essentially they stop by the river and will cross east. Possibly to Margon. Yeah. But I will go ahead and inform you, the big peak of the big boy mountain is right here. This is where Dagoth is. And I think it would be useful for me to sort of...
Dagoth was.
Dagoth is the name of the mountain. And sort of the...
Oh, shit.
Sort of
Okay.
the... Sort of the ruin slash Dwemer slash Dunmer, like, prepared place where they it's sort of like the tribunal sort of prepared like a sort of like causeway for them to go and access the heart all the time. But it became known as Dagoth because that's where he sort of set up shop.
Yeah.
The mountain proper is about this big. You begin climbing the volcano, but Dagoth is right in the center of it. Which means, I hope that sort of illustrates, Aldrune is on the fucking steps of the beginnings of the slopes. Living there is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
You don't go to Aldrune. Even the other guy was like, no, I'm not teleporting you there. That would be the equivalent of just teleporting you to just Murder Town. They have bones on spikes as a statement, more or less as what's on the menu, not what's going to happen, because you don't live here and not know and need a warning. They don't warn people. The bone on the spike is telling you who got killed today. Like,
they don't need to warn you because they know you're not gonna come.
yeah, they know any person who needed a warning is probably gonna die before they get to this town. On the roads, if someone is like, hey, what's up, traveler? And anyone who says something like that immediately gets shaked by the guy behind you who you didn't see walking up, the guy in front of you who says, welcome to Aldrune, and the guy to the left of you who threw a knife from the tree.
Great.
If there were trees, because there aren't trees this close to an ever-burning ash heap.
Oh boy.
Okay, the real question is, could the Morag Tong track me to Azura's realm?
Yeah. So the real question is, what are y'all trying to do on Vardenfell? Like, I believe Elysia has sidetracked y'all to Vardenfell. What is y'all's
Elysia
goal
has
here?
sidetracked us
One
to go see the
was-
Ursulaku.
Yeah,
And also,
that. And also,
and
I
also
think
see if
we.
there's any plans for Zafina.
I think we gotta go back to Red Mountain too.
Yeah, for the heart.
Yeah.
And also plans for Zafina.
Yeah. Assuming we can even find them here.
Yeah.
Which I think we can. I think we
We
do.
kinda can. They had a farm on Issus.
Yeah.
Well, I hope all y'all had fun, viewers. We just watched a man get eviscerated to almost like live vivisection and de-skinned, but we didn't have to describe it in detail. We also
a bunch of children.
We also watched a mage do a thing that wouldn't be condoned by Bethesda, but they ain't in control here in our fantasy land. In our fantasy land, when I describe children, they are valid targets, which is not a thing I endorse because I am not Israel. Sorry.
Oh my lord!
God damn.
I'm sorry.
Hey man, like equal opportunity rights. Yeah, sometimes like I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes terrorists also be targeting children. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna really complain when like the terrorists aren't expected to play by rules. They're doing criminal shit, and if we're like honestly, terrorist is just a label we sometimes randomly throw on people to like get the public feeling a type of way. But I will say, when you say that you're part of the UN and you're like, no, it's cool when we do it. Let us just bomb kids in a hospital. And like, we won't feel bad about it because we have the AI targeting system, and we'll say the AI targeting system had old data and it just accidentally bombed a location that we know is safe, and you know, human oversight's bullshit. Yeah, I'm going to occasionally throw out massive fucking targets on the back of Israel. It's unacceptable.
Real, understandable. Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Yeah.
No, you don't
every-
understand. The hospital was promised 3,000 years ago.
Free Palestine to kill Netanyahu. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
P.
Yippee. Way to go, guys.
Okay.